Newsflash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fee. Newsflash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fee.
Good morning, everybody. This is still Prime Morning. Hope you've had a wonderful week so far. You are welcome. My name is Asia Dua Akomia, and it's time for news on the Newsflash segment. Now to our very first story. 3 weeks after former Maslock CEO Sedina Tamaklo Ationu was extradited to Ghana to begin serving her prison sentence, questions remain over where she is being held. Speculation that she is under house arrest rather than in prison custody has fueled public debate and drawn calls for clarity. While refusing to disclose her exact location, Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak insists she remains in lawful prison custody and is serving her sentence.
When a judge even sentences an offender, I don't think if they even go to the judge and ask that judge, which prison is that person? You tell them, no. So far I'm concerned, I've given my judgment. You should be with the security people. Look, Evans, I can tell you, and I'm looking right into your eyes to tell you, Sedina never went to any private place. From the day she came, she had been with us, and she's with us, and she's serving her term. If you want to visit her, you can write to the prison service. They will talk to her. If she's interested in you coming, she will let you come. But see, people make it look as if, look, if I go to a prison, if I visit.
But I must know which prison.
No, why should I mean, maybe in Ghana, we take telling people where somebody is serving lightly. Because in America and other well-developed countries, telling people that this kind of high-profile person is here can even lead to the death of that person. So it's for safety.
So you see,
but what I can tell you, I'm telling you that she's with us.
Prison or police?
I'm saying she's with us and she's serving her term. And believe me for that. I heard my colleague, the communication minister, the government communication, repeatedly tell people, look, Sedina is serving her term. Trust us. She is not in any private thing. She's not anywhere. She is with us.
When you say us,
I mean,
you are the boss.
Yes.
Of all the institutions she will spend time with. There are only two places she could be: police custody or prison custody. Where?
Was she not sentenced?
She was.
If you are sentenced, where will you be?
You must be in prison custody.
Yes.
So she's in prison.
She said that she's with us. So why are you in that?
What's the Akafo?
Is it 48 prisons across the length and breadth of this country.
Which of them is she in?
I don't have to tell you.
She's in one of the 48 prisons.
I can assure you that yes, she's with us. When a judge even sentences an offender, I don't think if they even go to the judge and ask that judge, which prison is that person? You tell them, no. So far I'm concerned, I've given.
All right, let's move away from that. Now, the Wa East District has existed for 22 years without a hospital. For many residents, accessing healthcare means undertaking long and often perilous journeys to neighboring districts. The situation prompted an emotional appeal from the Member of Parliament for the area, Dr. Godfrey Giselle, during the commissioning of 2 CHIPS compounds at Bulia and Chasia. Rafiq Salam reports.
22 years, 120,000 people, 1 district, and Wa East still has no hospital, not one. So when a human in labor hit these roads, every bump is a gamble. Today, there is a relief, but also a demand. 2 new CHIPS compounds just opened in Bole and Chasia, and the MP is using the moment to say we need more.
And so all stakeholders, I invite you to let everybody know that Wa East still have no district hospital and that the Wa East also deserves it.
Dr. Godfrey Giselle calls it a huge indictment.
It's an indictment that we do not have a district hospital. It's an indictment that we are still following to get a polyclinic and it's not ready. And so, Mr. DC, tell regional minister, tell your health minister, tell the president and everybody that Wa East is complaining that we still do not have a district hospital and that our people are appealing seriously that this should come to our people.
For over 2 decades, Wa East has been the only district in the Upper West region without a hospital or polyclinic. Until now, one health center in Kolpong carried the weight of 16 communities.
This health center at Kolpong was responsible for serving over 16 surrounding communities. So the pressure on the Kolpong health facility is so high. And so this led to inefficiencies in healthcare delivery. To inform the president that this is the situation we have in Wa East District, we respectfully invite him to instruct his minister, Honorable Akando, to further and fast-track all necessary processes to ensure that Wa East gets at least a district hospital and the polyclinic so that healthcare service accessibility can be quicker and easier for our people.
Dr. Benjamin Amiyori is the Wa East District Director of Health Services.
The district is barely, I think, about 22 years old, if my memory serves me well, and has not had a district hospital over these years. I think it was carved out together with Wa West District. But Wa West has a polyclinic previously and now has a district hospital. Wa East is the only district in the entire region that doesn't have a polyclinic or a district hospital. Passionately, we want to plead that if the Agenda 11 project could be given special attention so that it can be completed to help improve access to quality healthcare for the people of Wa East.
The new CHIPS compounds can't fix everything, but they bring labor beds, maternity care, and inpatient rooms closer to home. Staff are already posted. For mothers in Chasia and Bole, the wait for help just got shorter.
We are very happy. We used to suffer a lot, but today we are excited. During pregnancy, we go through valleys, rivers, and bumpy roads to Kolpong and Bulinga for delivering. Some women even give birth on the way. Now, we are very happy for this facility in our community. Now, no more suffering.
We used to move to Yeyuri for health care. And from there, sometimes we've been transferred to Kolpong and subsequently either Bulinga, Logo, or Wa. That is the only source we're having. And considering things, the road network too is not all that good. It means we are suffering, but this has come as a remedy to reduce that trauma that we're facing.
The district assembly says they will keep building 2 CHIPS compounds every year as directed. The DCE, Ademu Saibu's only warning, protect what you have.
If we don't cultivate a good maintenance culture, this project, this facility will deteriorate. And when that happens, stakeholders will not be encouraged to come and do more for the community.
When does Wa East get its hospital. 22 years is long enough to wait. Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam, Bole.
Away from that, the Ghana Private Road Transport Union is asking government to fix the deplorable Kaswa-Winneba Road or face a 20% increase in transport fares. Here's their statement. On 12 June 2026, during our demonstrations, we gave government a 2-week ultimatum to fix the Kaswa-Winneba Road. As of today, no meaningful work has been done on the ground. The road continues to cause vehicle damage, high fuel consumption, and long delays for drivers and passengers. If no action is seen, we will increase transport fares by 20% on the Kaswa-Winneba route effective Monday, 29th June 2026. The adjustment is to cover the extra cost of fuel and maintenance from using alternative routes and the damage to vehicles. And in business, First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Bernard Ahiafo, is urging Guinean businesses to take advantage of opportunities beyond the country's borders to expand trade and drive economic growth. He says the country's small and medium-sized enterprises have the potential to make a significant contribution to the economy if owners actively engage with international markets. He has been speaking at the 12th World Corporation Industries Forum, which brought together businesses from Ghana and Turkey to strengthen trade and investment relations.
The 12th World Corporation Industries Forum highlighted growing economic partnership between Ghana and Turkey, with discussions centered on technology transfer, manufacturing, industrial investment, and trade expansion. The forum brought together policymakers, investors, and businesses from both countries to explore opportunities for collaboration and sustainable growth. Delivering his keynote address, First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Bernard Ahiafo, called on businesses to leverage the existing ties between Ghana and Turkey to unlock new markets, attract investment, and create jobs.
We recognize that the future prosperity of our economies will depend increasingly on our ability to build bridges across nations, connect markets, facilitate innovation, and create opportunities that transcend borders. The significance of this forum extends far beyond networking and commercial engagement. It is a platform for dialogue.
Turkish Ambassador to Ghana, Hussein Gungo, emphasized the need for both countries to create a conducive business environment that supports investment, innovation, and private sector growth.
Since I came here, what I noticed is there is great potential here, and through correct measures, correct ways, and especially introducing businesses to businesses, we can create a lot of opportunities for both countries. Don't forget, this is win-win. In the morning I said, thanks God, there is now local ownership, so there is a strategic partner in Ghana, and there is also local content. ABSA is here, and I hope ABSA will support many new partnerships. Almost all of them are SMEs, and you know, SMEs are the engine.
President of the World Corporation Industries Forum, Utku Bengisu, also encouraged businesses to pursue strategic partnerships that deliver mutual benefits and contribute to the economic development of both nations.
Today, nearly 100 Turkish business leaders and manufacturers have traveled thousands of kilometers to meet with you. I encourage every one of you, please visit all stands, walk around every table, meet every Turkish company, touch their products, ask questions, spend your time here, because every great partnership starts with a simple conversation. Every major investment starts with a small step.
The 12th World Cooperation Industries Forum is expected to pave the way for deeper partnerships while creating opportunities for businesses in both countries to expand their reach and competitiveness in the global market.
Moving on to our next story, use your knowledge acquired to develop Ghana. That's a call from authorities at Compassion International Ghana to new graduates as they venture into the job market following their graduation. More in Isabella Aves' report.
After years of learning, it is time to exit the space and showcase their knowledge to the rest of the world. It's been years of training at Compassion International Ghana, where these graduates have learned a lot of skills. Senior Manager in charge of partnership at Compassion International Ghana, Edward Kwesi Nyamiche, asked these young men and women to use their acquired knowledge prudently to develop society.
My advice to them is that they have learned so many things, and all the participants have received knowledge about how to take care of themselves and also have acquired skills through education. Some of them have gone through the universities, the technical institutions, and have skills. I expect that they go out there and use these skills very well for their own development and also the development of their families.
Some graduates also shared their experience with Joy News.
I didn't even think I should have an opportunity to go to school completely, but Compassion changed the narrative. I didn't even know I could speak well. The Compassion trained me in that too. So yeah, Compassion has been a lifeline, more than just a support system.
Compassion has impacted in my life a very big change, a lot of things. In fact, I was having a challenge, a hearing challenge. In fact, I lost one ear. So now, as I speak, I can only hear from only one ear. So Compassion found me, and then they changed my disability into ability.
As these graduates venture into the job market, authorities at Compassion International Ghana believe they have learned life's lessons during their training period.
And that's it for news on the News Flash segment. My name is Asiedua Akomia. Continue watching us right here on Prime Morning. Coming up next is the newspaper review right here on Prime Morning. Don't go away.
News Flash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fee.
The world's biggest football festival is on. Don't miss a single moment of our FIFA World Cup action. Experience every goal, every save, and every celebration in our stunning clarity with our brand new Franco television ranging from 32 inches to 100 inches. Stay cool throughout the tournament with our energy-efficient air conditioners from 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 horsepower. While enjoying the tournament, keep your refreshment perfectly chilled with our quality fridges. Franco has everything you need to create the ultimate match day experience. Take advantage of our special online promo plus free delivery within Accra and Kumasi. Visit any of our Franco shop nationwide or our website at www.francotrading.com. You can also call the numbers on the screen for any assistance. Franco, home of quality electronics.
World Cup fever is here! And Universal Merchant Bank, the official banking partner of the GFA and the Ghana Black Stars, is probably back in the dreams of all Ghanaians with seamless banking services and opportunities. This World Cup season, as the Ghana Black Stars chase glory, you can win with UMB. Open a new UMB account or reactivate your existing account today to enjoy free data bundles and other awesome rewards. To get started with convenient and reliable reliable banking, visit any of our 35 branches across Ghana. Go to our website, myumbbank.com, or download the UMB Speed app from the Play Store or App Store and open an account using your Ghana card in minutes. For more details, call our 24-hour contact center at 0302-633-988 or toll free at 0800-100-880 for all networks. UMB, proudly serving Ghana with speed since 1972.
I just still no come. Boss, today I'm finishing the report for sure. Trust me.
Don't let hunger slow your vim.
Take choke your hunger, then go get some toe chop.
Choke it with the great tasting Royal King Cracker, made with butter and fortified wheat flour to keep you going with your burger level intact.
Hey,
Royal King Cracker. Take choke your hunger. This advert is FDA approved. This Ghana Moment is brought to you by kind courtesy of Sporty Bet. Bet smarter, play Sporty Bet. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all. MTN, everywhere you go. Kivo, a taste of Ghana. Pepsodent, do the two.
Newsflash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fee.
Welcome once again to Prime Morning, and I have a studio joining me after the news. Thank you for bringing us the news as usual. All right. So, how are you this morning? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well too. You're still feeling
I'm still
golden.
basking in the excitement from 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where Ghana. Squared it off with England.
Yeah.
And came out looking very fine.
I enjoyed myself.
You didn't lose, but
that was the very first time I watched the Black Stars, and I really enjoyed myself.
Okay.
I was very excited.
I was excited too that at least we ended up with 1 point. And we played quite well.
Very well.
We almost got a goal.
Almost twice.
Yes, we almost.
Twice, guys.
We almost. And I'm sure you take it up during trains. So there are Ghanaians who, it seems as though Ghanaians jump onto some posts.
Oh, yes.
And they decide that they're going to deal with it.
Yes.
It's as though everybody comes together and says, let's go to this post.
I love it when Ghanaians do that. Yeah. To be very honest. The guy who didn't shake Thomas Partey's hand, what's he called?
Spence.
Ghanaians have dealt a great deal with him. It's very interesting. On social media, my oh my. And they keep screen recording. They sending him voice notes, audio.
Oh, they went as far.
DMs. To his DMs. And I wonder, I don't know, oftentimes these individuals, these celebrities, they have people who are managing their social media accounts. I don't know,
No, but in this case, apparently the guy released some response to that effect, some cryptic response, the Spencer guy. So he must have felt it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we thank God for Jesus.
I'm sure he, after all that was coming in, whoever is managing the social media account will show him something.
Yes.
But I also feel that at some point he would also look at him. So.
Right.
Because there will be so much coming from wherever.
So much.
People, I'm sure his friends will also be sending him screenshots.
Thank you. Exactly. Ghanaians are really dealing with him. Jude Bellingham almost ended up on the chopping block of Ghanaians, but the interview where he was, he
said that he didn't deserve.
Thank you, exactly. So it redeemed him. That statement he made redeemed him. So Ghanaians did not really butcher him that much, but yeah, kitty. But yeah, it's a good one. I'll definitely be bringing that, your wagering what's trending. So make sure that you're glued to your TV sets for that.
Okay, so let's get into the newspapers, and I'll quickly go through the headlines in the Daily Graphic. Asantene launches book on KNUST 75th anniversary.
Yeah.
Justice Tokonu loses case again at ECOWAS court, and this story is running through a number of the newspapers, and we'll be dealing with that on Newsflash later on. And then lead suspect in Australia, 320 kilogram meth shipment arrested in Accra. Gold Board purchases 135,843 tons of gold between January 2025 and May 2026. Deputy Finance Minister discloses. Then in the center spread of the Daily Graphic, government set up unit to track policy execution. 155 unsafe structures marked for demolition after Central Region floods. Specialist pharmacy training key to primary care health ministry. And then on the back page, Kyrgios hails Asari heroics, demands final push against Croatia, and has a photo of Benjamin Asari, the Ghana's goalie, who has kept a clean sheet in the 2 matches that we've played so far. And yesterday we were at KG Estates, where we got to speak with some relatives of Asari, and they were in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Okay, so let's move on to the next newspaper. What I have is the New Republic. The New Republic. Oh, it says revealing the blurred lies. Okay, let's see what they're revealing this morning. It says RMU crisis explodes. Ghana, Sierra Leone trade blows as campus rebellion boils over. We've got Tokonu's ECOWAS gamble collapses, court backs Ghana 7-0. We also have Carnation markets under siege, rotting garbage, disease fears, and a failed sanitation system. We also have royalties squandered on funerals, millions meant for development wasted on social events. Moving on, we've got NADMO blows up 3 killer buildings, but 13 more death traps standing as residents refuse to flee. Wow, we'll get into that. Let's move on to the next one. World Cup betting bonanza. $50 billion gamble set to fuel global crime epidemic. Ghana's plastics industry faces crunch as styrofoam bans draws near. Mind you, the ban will be happening in January 2027. I think that is all. That is all for now for the New Republic.
All right, so let's go to the overseer. It says ECOWAS court throws out Tokonu's challenge against Ghana. A Brem NDC youth organizer gives former constituency chairman new car. Then Ewutu Senya East NDC chairman calls ceasefire, urges unity. You know, there's been some drama in Ewutu Senya, where it's between the chairman of the constituency and then the MP.
Yes.
And some things were said, apparently some voice notes making rounds.
I tell you.
Anyway, let's just leave it at that. NACOC arrests key suspect in $296 million Ghana-Australia meth case. And 5 minority MPs petition leadership over Kennedy Ejipon's comments on a Afari military hospital visit former Upper West MMDCs endorsed Boakye Ejaku for MPP National Chairman. And
interesting times ahead.
That will be it, yeah?
Interesting times ahead.
I know.
So many things are happening. Anyway, so let's move on to the next newspaper, the Insight newspaper. The Insight. On the front page, we've got Tokono crashes at ECOWAS court. Where else? UN's Arusha Tribunal or Hague. We also have U.S. tightens news, imposes even more sanctions on Cuba. 13 killed in terror attack on airports. Niger's defense ministry alleges participation of France-backed mercenaries. 13 World Cup nations call out UEFA president over uninteresting matches remark. A nation's call, Dr. Farisapon urges Black Stars to make history. Ghana's salary system must reflect productivity, not inflation. And this is by Austin Game. I'm done. I'm done with the Insight newspaper.
All right. So I think there's one more, News Guide.
Okay. News Guide. Okay, let me move on to the next one. News Guide Africa. On the front page, we have mining cost surge pushes factory inflation to 5.8% as industry demand shift to local cement raw materials. West Africa Cocoa Cartel revived. Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire harmonize prices and push for industrial processing. ECOWAS court dismisses former Chief Justice Tokono's $10 million suit. Oppose Ghana's actions. Presidential committee's findings contradict Fourth Estate claims on NLA KGL deal, former NLA official. That's by him. We also have Julius Debra emerges as NDC strategic ace for 2028. Next one, protects the soul of the NDC. Totobi Kwache warns against political mercenaries and elite self-interest. And then for some sport news on the back page, Bellingham hails Black Stars defiance as Ghana secures vital draw to advance amid penalty controversy. And then harvesting the future, the 3 pillars redefining African agribusinesses. Turnaround at the beach, snitch to expand, remodel key hotels to boost investment returns. And the last one on the back page is World Bank approves $300 million to help Ghana strengthen secondary education and skills development. That's a good update. Yeah. That's a good one. So that's it for News Guide.
So let's go into the newspapers proper. Let's bring you the details. So we start with the gold board. Purchases 135,843 tons of gold. It says the Ghana Gold Board made about 98% of its gold purchases from the artisanal and small-scale mining sector from January 2025 to May this year. The Deputy Minister of Finance, Thomas Nyakwampim, has told Parliament the Gold Board purchased 135,843 tons of gold in total across the period, with 135,221 tons of the total volume acquired from the ASM sector and the rest from large-scale mining companies. So that's on the gold board. And then the other story. So let's move to the center spread. Government set up unit to track policy execution. It says government has established a presidency delivery unit to strengthen the monitoring and implementation of government policies and programs. The Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, who announced the initiative, explained that the unit was created as part of the government's Resetting Ghana agenda to ensure active tracking of policy commitments and to identify implementation gaps in real time. And then 155 unsafe structures marked for demolition after Central Region floods. A total of 155 dilapidated structures across the Central Region have been earmarked for demolition following last weekend's devastating floods and collapsed buildings that claimed 18 lives and displaced hundreds of residents. So we're activating the phone lines, making it available for you, making them available for you to get to call us and share your thoughts on any of the issues that we're discussing, whether in the news or whether in the newspaper review or any other issues that's bugging you in your community. Do give us a call. Still on the center spread, specialist pharmacy training key to primary care, that's a health ministry. It says the Ministry of Health has said specialist pharmacists are indispensable to improving healthcare outcomes and strengthening community-level healthcare delivery. Okay, so I'll hand back to you. Do I have some more stories before I come back?
Okay. Let's go to the New Republic on page 4. It's highlighting the story on Ghana's plastics industry faces crunch. And those for food vendors. If you're a food vendor, you need to be reminded that from 1st January 2027, there's going to be a ban on styrofoam. So those of you who package your foods to sell in styrofoams, you have to start looking for different ways and means they are going to be packaging your food. So it says Ghana's Environmental Protection Authority, EPA, is pressing ahead with its planned nationwide ban on polystyrene products from 1st January 2027, despite mounting pressure from manufacturers to extend the deadline and growing concerns over potential job losses and investment write-downs. Okay, so I believe we have our first caller. Hi, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Sylvia. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
By His grace, I'm fine.
Beautiful.
My regards to my brother. How is he doing?
He's well. Israel is well, I believe.
By His grace, I'm blessed. Yes, sir.
I'm well, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Just want to use this opportunity.
Yes, go ahead.
I want to use this opportunity to wish my lovely wife, Naima Hadi Ahmed, a happy birthday.
Beautiful.
Happy birthday.
Just want her to know that I love her so much.
Oh, that's sweet.
Gigi, may you live as long as you want.
Amen.
And may you never want as long as you live.
Amen.
May God bless and protect you in all your endeavors.
Oh.
You are the sweetest memory of my life. As the bee is to the flowers, so is your love to my life.
Oh,
baby,
my God.
I love you so, so much. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Somebody is feeling very romantic this morning.
Very romantic this morning.
But that's a nice message.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to her.
Thank you so much. Oh, he's gone. I think he only called in to wish his wife.
I guess so.
Wow.
But that's fine. That's still fine. All right.
Yes. Okay, so let me continue. So the EPA, in a letter dated 10th June 2026, has requested detailed data from industry stakeholders to conduct a comprehensive inventory and stock assessment of polystyrene products currently in the country. The exercise is intended to support transition planning and strengthen enforcement preparedness ahead of the ban's implementation. The move follows a stakeholder meeting held on 3rd to 4th June, where parties agreed to assess quantities, supply chains, and flows of polystyrene products and raw materials. The EPA has requested data on finished products, raw materials, supply chain information, importation, distribution, and market flows in quantitative and verifiable formats. All right, so that's it. Israel, we have a next caller.
Yes, we have another caller. We have John, I believe, from Bolga. Good morning to you, John.
Good morning, Isa. How are you?
I'm well. How about you?
You forgot of my second name, John Yalmon.
Okay, John Yalmon.
Yes. So the next time, just add it.
Okay, I will add it.
Okay. Isa, with your permission, let me wish you belated Father's Day, because your smoke have reminded me that on Sunday I wish my father happy Father's Day, and he was wearing smoke. So your smoke has reminded me that I need to wish you a happy Father's Day too. And that is the first point. Yes, when I say bege means good morning. And in talent to answer, you say naba. The other day we learned something about talent. So I remind you that I will ever greet you a begne.
Naba.
That's sweet. Thank you. That is fine.
All right.
The main issue is the story which Madam is just reading concerning the banning of the plastic material.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why the father, it is a good move. And if you look at the industry, it has come a long way. But I have followed it with keen interest, and there's a banter both front and back, the authority concerned and the people in the industry.
Right.
I will pray that there should be a smooth way of doing it.
Yeah.
So that by the end of the day, people don't lose their livelihood. When I say livelihood, a lot of people have been employed on that industry.
Yeah.
But we have seen that there's an environmental hazards on it. Because I'm from the north here, when you look at during the dry season, the animals takes up these rubbers when they are wrapped with
when they chew.
They're sold there, and they don't keep long and they die. So these are some of the hazards we see. But all the same, let's tread cautiously. If the people are saying that let's engage and make some extensions, let's look at it in that perspective. On this note, I say good morning to you and good morning to the good people of Talent. That is Tongo and my paramount chief and all the chiefs.
All right.
Thank you very much, Israel, for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you too for calling. And you have a point. If there are issues, I believe that they can have conversations and decide probably to maybe extend the deadline to give them enough time for them to convert.
That's what manufacturers are calling for now. That the time be extended.
They should be able to have that conversation. Give them enough time so they can, transform their production, change their production lines from, putting out the styrofoam to getting maybe paper packaging. So let's hope they.
I know it's going to be a huge loss of money on their part, but EPA is looking at the betterment of the citizens in general.
The general population. They were looking at pollution and environmental protection. All right, so let's go to back to the Daily Graphic. Asanteni launches book on KNUST 75th anniversary. Says Asanteni Otunfo said to yesterday launched the 75th anniversary celebration of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Kumasi. The colorful, well-attended ceremony was graced by high-profile dignitaries, including the university's alumni, members of the Vice-Chancellor's Ghana, traditional rulers, members of the diplomatic corps, and students. And then the story that's been making rounds on virtually all the newspapers, Justice Tokonu loses case at ECOWAS courts. It goes, the former Chief Justice, Justice Gertrude Saki Tokonu, has lost their legal action at the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice, challenging her removal from office by the state. The court yesterday dismissed all 7 claims of human rights violations by Justice Tokonu in the process leading to her removal. In an abridged judgment delivered yesterday, the court held that Ghana did not violate Justice Tokonu's rights to a fair hearing, dignity, information, and work under the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Consequently, the court dismissed all relief sought by the former Chief Justice, including her request for reinstatement as Chief Justice and Justice of the Supreme Court, and other requests or pleadings. Now, the court says, making a determination on the issue of fair hearing, the ECOWAS court held that the presidential determination of a prima facie case constituted a preliminary filtering mechanism rather than an actual determination of rights. So that's the case, and I'm believing that probably this should be the end of the road.
I believe it is.
For her.
Yeah.
Because, yes, she sought to challenge it.
Yes.
She started in Ghana. She went through the courts in Ghana.
Yeah.
And then eventually she ended up at the ECOWAS court. And now they're saying, well, that's it. The rights were not really violated.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's the end of it.
Hopefully.
But the Inside newspaper was asking whether she may want to go to The Hague and all that. But yeah, and hopefully that's the end of it. All right, any other story?
So, the beginning of the week, one of the major conversations that we were having was, PURC announced that there's going to be a 4.95% increment on electricity.
Yes.
And then, there were conversations about, so the electricity levy that we are paying, what is it being used for? What exactly is going on? Well, there's a report on that. So I want to read a little bit into it. So the energy sector shortfall and debt repayment levy generated So in 2025, generated 8.81 billion Ghana cedi during the 2025 fiscal year, with all proceeds directed into the energy sector support account to address persistent financial challenges in the power sector. Finance Minister Dr. Cassio Ato-Forson disclosed the figure before Parliament on Tuesday, 23rd June, during the presentation of the annual report on the energy levy. The levy, which imposes a charge of 1 Ghana cedi per litre on selected petroleum products, was introduced to raise funds for fuel procurement for thermal power generation and to assist in repaying long-standing energy sector debts. So in case you've been wondering what the electricity levy is being used for, that's what it's being used for. Yeah, so that's it. We have our next caller. Yeah. Well, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Fatal.
Hello, can you hear me?
Is that Fatal?
Yes, please, madam.
Okay. Good morning. Kindly talk to us.
Good morning to you and your co-host over there and your cherished listeners.
Good morning.
I want to share my view on the dismissal of former Chief Justice petition to the ECOWAS court. Yes, some of us, we are very happy to hear this news. It's a welcoming news. It will let everything go to rest. Because some of us, since the beginning, even though it was a right to go to court, but some of us we felt that it was just going to be, what should I say, something that will not use any positive result to her. Okay. Because I'm not a lawyer, but watching at or looking at all the process that was involved about her removal, it was clear that the judiciary did nothing wrong.
Okay.
But because she was a former Chief Justice, she felt that it wasn't all right, well, for her. But that is the law. The law is still the law. And we appreciate how the judgment has ended. I think that now she's now happy, or she will take it like that. Okay. But maybe if there is any other, if she's not happy and she thinks that there is any other avenue for her to go and then face the decision again, she can go forward. So that is the duty of democracy. And in Ghana, I like the way she has tried, because she thinks that she has done well by going through all these legal processes to get what she wants. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much.
All right, Fatal, thank you so much for calling into the show. I agree with him to some extent when he said that she has done well, by not just accepting that, oh, you want me out, I'm just going to take it and then move along with it.
She decided to test the law.
Exactly. Yeah. She has, and it's a good thing. Yeah, we know that the laws are working.
Okay, so a few more stories before we take our break. So the Australia midshipment case, the Narcotics Control Commission has arrested the suspected lead shipper behind a foiled attempt to export about 320 kilograms of methamphetamine from Ghana to Australia. The suspect was arrested in Accra after 3 months of intelligence gathering and surveillance conducted jointly with other security agencies, culminating in a final operation that spanned 3 nights. Right. Wow. So that's the story. One final story that I'd like us to look at, and it's because I just want to make a point about it. So power outages hit France as record heat wave set to peak. And it's not just in France, it's all across Europe. The UK and everywhere else, they're battling with the heat wave. But it says tens of thousands of homes in Western France are without power, with temperatures set to peak across the country on Wednesday during a record-breaking heat wave. About 68,000 homes in Brittany have been affected, with electricity unlikely to be fully restored until Wednesday night at the earliest, authorities said. More than half of the country remains under a red heat alert, with a high of 43 degrees Celsius. That's really hot. Possible later in the day in the southwest, according to forecaster Meteo France. So the point I'm making or I want to make is that with the heat wave across Europe, they're actually, it's getting much hotter there than here.
Yes.
So I can imagine that those who have the means would decide that they would want to, come over to Africa, right? Ghana, other places to come and cool off. And I feel that if that is what is happening, we probably should be positioning ourselves as a country to get to receive them, but make them pay some good money for it. And, we can decide to issue emergency visas.
That's actually not
emergency
bad.
Visas to them, get them to pay some good money.
It's actually not bad.
We should be able to position ourselves to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Probably should be promoting, telling them that, look, you can come to Ghana.
Yes.
You can come to Ghana. It's much cooler here. The weather is just fine. You have to deal with all the heat in Europe.
And you don't have to necessarily wait till, December.
Don't wait till December.
You're not going to wait.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a bad idea.
Come over. Yeah, we're here to receive you.
We're here to receive you. My goodness. And it's already summer over there.
It's going to be serious.
Oh, I'm so sorry for them.
All right.
Sad.
But that'll be it for the newspaper review. Up next, we're bringing you News Flash here on Prime Morning. Do stay tuned in. We'll be back in a bit.
News Flash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Steel, fun papa fee.
The biggest football festival is on. Don't miss a single moment of the FIFA World Cup action. Experience every goal, every save, and every celebration in a stunning clarity with our brand new Franco television ranging from 32 inches to 100 inches. Stay cool throughout the tournament with our energy-efficient air conditioners from 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 horsepower. While enjoying the tournament, keep your refreshment perfectly chilled with our quality fridges. Franco has everything you need to create the ultimate match day experience. Take advantage of our special online promo plus free delivery within Accra and Kumasi. Visit any of our Franco shop nationwide or our website at www.francotrading.com. You can also download the Franco Trading app on Google Play Store or Apple App Store. For further enquiries, call the numbers on the screen. Franco, home of quality electronics.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a water cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you.
When the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Why Fatika want to be dribble? The coach must go. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As you wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Have you acted? Mami Gobe Nubi, the cocoon. One Garino. But I said, I'll be waving.
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lily rice, yenimno fritete. This advert is FDA approved.
The football season is finally here. Maxbuy is bringing you something big. It's the Maxbuy hat-trick promo. Buy from 32 to 75-inch TV and get a free DSTV decoder plus 1 month subscription. Enjoy discounts of up to 40%. Go! Imagine having this excitement of football right in your homes. We're giving you an amazing bundle offer. But wait, the winning doesn't stop there. Buy yourself a Tecno Camon 50 and stand a chance of winning a cashback with our Predator Win promotion. This promo is running from the 8th of June to the 20th of July. Hat trick, pa.
Little to aim for. And Neuer is beaten. Ghana with the equaliser. Andre Ayew. What a response from Ghana.
This Ghana moment is brought to you by kind courtesy of Sporty Bet. Bet smarter, play Sporty Bet. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all. MTN, everywhere you go. Kivo, a taste of Ghana. Pepsodent, do the two.
The world's biggest football festival is here, and Ghana is watching together. This June, the Ghana TV Consortium brings you the FIFA World Cup 2026 live and free to air on GTV, JoyPrime, GTV Sports Plus, Adum TV, Wezo TV, Metro TV, UTV, Original TV, Garden City TV, Obono TV, GH1 TV, Ago TV, Onya TV, TV3, Max TV, and Sporty TV. 3 host countries, 48 teams, 1 unforgettable tournament. Follow every moment of the Ghana Black Stars journey, every rivalry, every goal, and every celebration. Enjoy crystal clear high-definition broadcast with expert local analysis and the passion only Ghanaian broadcasters can deliver. From the opening whistle to the crowning of champions, your football home is right here. The FIFA World Cup 2026. One nation, one consortium. Ghana TV Consortium, bringing you the best of the World Cup. Brought to you by Sporty Bet, Star Oil, MTN, Pepsodent, Kivo, Polytech, Lavance Tomato Mix, and Heaven Insecticide Spray.
Newsflash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Steel, fun papa fee.
All right, good morning, and you're welcome once again. Welcome back from the break. We're here on Newsflash, and I have been joined by our guests in the studio for the conversations we're going to be having this morning. Is lawyer Kwame Jantua, yep. And Austin Kwabna Bracco Powers is a lawyer and researcher. So we're going to be having the conversations with them, and we're starting the first one with the first topic we're going to be speaking about has to do with the PURC increasing tariffs or announcing that tariffs, your electricity and water tariffs are going to be going up from July 1, which is just next week. So let's have this conversation. There's been some pushback. So first, the minority has indicated that no, they don't think it's a good call. We also had the Guta who have issued a statement. They've issued a statement also saying that they don't think that it's a good call. They stated their reasons. But let me welcome my guest first to the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lawyer Jantua in Austin.
Good morning, Joe.
Yes, I'm well. How about you?
We are managing. We are just enjoying the draw.
Oh yeah.
But
following
national teams.
Yeah.
We're excited, even though it was not one of the best teams. It wasn't one of the best games to watch. Just that the most important thing is that we have
walked away with a point,
which at least inches us closer to the round of 32.
At this point, it's almost certain that we're going because even if we don't end up as second place, the best second place team, with our 4 points, would certainly make us one of the best third place teams.
That's right.
Israel, good morning. Good morning to our viewers. I predicted when it started.
Okay, that.
0-0.
I predicted that we would score Panama
Okay.
We will draw with England, and we would beat Croatia. The Croatia match is the one that's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will beat them. For me, I don't care the scoreline.
Yeah.
It can be half goal. It can be quarter goal.
So long as we progress.
Far long as we progress. But you know, nobody expected the kind of defense we have.
No.
And that is what confused the English team. It threw them.
Yeah.
Because they knew that with their talisman, what's his name? Harry Kane in front there, they could do anything. But the physicality of our boys show that we're going to go far. And if we cross that parapet into the group stage, you see.
Okay.
South Africa has...
South Africa also made it through, despite all the hate watch. We're hate watching them.
But you know we had a penalty.
Yeah,
you know that was a penalty.
But they didn't qualify.
Yes, they didn't qualify.
Why didn't they qualify us?
Well, it's on the...
Who calls it? Is it the referee or is it the player to go VAR? Who calls it?
No, the referee, if there's a protest.
So our team, our players should have protested.
They should have protested.
That was my... I think I asked why didn't they protest? Because if they had protested, the VAR officials would have been drawn to watch the scene, to watch the very incident. But because they didn't protest and they also played on. But largely,
let's take hint from that.
Exactly.
Because the teams that are going to come, they're not going to be easy teams. Yeah. Let's take hint from that.
So Morocco also made it through and they had 7 points.
Yes. But did you watch the Haiti match yesterday?
No.
Oh boy.
Haiti versus...
Yeah, Haiti versus... Morocco,
yes. In the beginning, the first half was 2-2.
Yes.
Then Morocco had 2.
They're already disqualified, but they played.
Yeah.
They did well.
Okay. So we're happy to have 2 African teams progress.
There are no minnows nowadays in football.
No, not at all. Oh. Okay. So, yes, let's start with PRC. So PRC, and I want to start with you, Lawyer Jantua. PRC has announced the increases. What do you make of them in the first place?
I'm sick and tired of it.
Why?
I'm sick and tired of it.
Quarterly adjustment.
We chase our tails all the time on this particular issue. Chase our tails all the time. President Akufo-Addo's time, wasn't it the same thing? President Mohammed's time before, wasn't it the same thing?
Yes, but the adjustments are needed so that the utility companies can ensure that they're getting what they need, the revenue they need to.
Are the utility companies complaining?
No, yes.
Cash waterfall mechanism, is it working? It's working.
You can say it's not. It's probably not.
It's working.
Is it?
The cash waterfall mechanism is working compared to the previous years.
True.
It's working. Look, so far as PRC, we can at least look at our wastage. The wastage is where the problem is. And it's that wastage that we are paying for.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be so. It should not be so.
But even where we have the commercial, the losses, the transmission and commercial losses that you're talking about, when we address them, we still would have to make arrangements so that at every point in time we're adjusting the tariffs.
By how much? It is the degree. It is the degree of adjustment. That's where the challenge is. And right now, they're using the dollar. Where's the dollar today? The dollar isn't galloping like it was galloping in the previous administration.
True. But then the
dollar has stabilized.
They also
exchange rate has stabilized.
Well, in the last few weeks, the CD hasn't performed so well against the dollar. So they're projecting, because the tariffs they're announcing now will be effective 1st July. Essentially, they're saying that between 1st July or for the next quarter, we're anticipating.
And if you anticipate and it doesn't come that way, what happens? You'd already put it in. That means you are paying and you'd get some surplus, won't you? And what happens to it? You know, for me, I believe they should come out straight and, talk to Ghanaians. Because we are paying. Those legacy debts that has happened in the past, how was it created? In the end, we pay. Is government paying its electricity debts? Where is that situation now? Does anybody say anything about it? No. But when it comes to increases, what happens? Come back to the people. And the people's pay, is it being increased the same way that electricity prices are going up? No. There's so many things that, I feel we need to sit down and have a national discussion on it. This is not politics. This is not politics, because it affects the bottom line of the ordinary Ghanaian.
True.
It affects the bottom line. And this bit about privatization, is it 2027? Which bits are they privatizing? Remember, anybody, and what you call it showed us, the first people who came to privatize, what were they called? PDS. They showed us. They have personal interest and no personal friends. They're coming to make money at the what? Expense of us. Are you saying, Israel, are we really saying we don't have managers in this country? Is that what we're saying? I don't want to believe that we can't manage our own electricity system.
So I believe the conversation is not so much about whether we don't have managers or not. It's more about taking the public sector or taking that management away from the public sector, because it seems as though the public sector has become so, for lack of a better word, inefficient.
Why?
Managing that space.
Why? Why is it that when a private company comes to take over, things seem to be streamlined? Why? Because we're scared of being ruthless to our own people.
The system has been corrupted.
Yeah, but it's part and parcel of it. It's part and parcel of it.
Right, Austin.
If people, look, wait, let me finish, Israel. If we take a stance where people act in a certain way and we are ruthless with them, things will change. Why does a private company come in, they set and people follow? Why? And when it's our own, we can't follow. Corruption, yes. Corruption is deep in there. Performance, lack of good performance, deep in there. Let's look at these problems. And those who don't do the right thing, sack them. Sack one or two of them and let them smell pepper.
In this country, we don't sack anybody.
But it's part of the problem.
Unless it's politics.
It is part of the problem. So people feel they are entitled. And then we suffer. The ordinary man says, yes, and we are part and parcel of it. We steal electricity, don't we?
Yeah.
We steal electricity. What have we done about it? You get a situation where government puts in street lights. Within a short duration of time, people steal the street lights. Why? It's because we are not ruthless enough. We've got all the laws in this country. We are not enforcing.
If you talk about street lights theft, for instance, if we can identify those who are stealing,
why can't
the police can say, okay, we found these people stealing, and then we deal with them, then yes. But often, we probably don't even know who.
Yeah, but why? What are you telling me? What are you saying to me? Why? Can we go to another country and people start stealing and they won't identify? They won't identify. We just take it like that. Somebody will come with a tabletop truck, and they are doing what? They've climbed the street light as if they are doing maintenance, and we can't even stop and ask. We can't even stop.
Everybody minding their.
Listen, I'll give you an example, a very simple example. I was on the road, that hospital in Roman Ridge there. That private hospital.
Okay.
Near coming from aviation, that road.
Aviation.
Yes, aviation. Yeah, no, aviation. The aviation road. Very known hospital.
Not sure.
Oh no, you know it. I've just forgotten the name. Yeah. And there was this gentleman who was driving on the other side, parked. There was another car parked here. So it was double parking. Yeah. The road is very narrow. And then I stopped and I said, "You're double parked." He started insulting me. Then I saw a police car coming. So I stopped the police car and said, the guy is double parked. Yeah. Oh, sir, go, you are blocking traffic. The policeman said to me, sir, go, you are blocking traffic. And the guy had illegally parked. What mindset do we have? Some of us have been talking. Some of us have been talking for 26 years. We are getting to a point where we are tired.
Yeah.
Because we don't understand it.
I can imagine the frustration. Osing, your initial thoughts on
this? The
3.49% for electricity, and I think for water it's something under 1%. Yeah.
This is a classic case of the political class being insensitive to the financial and economic struggles of Ghanaians. Because you ask yourself, looking at the current economic circumstances, whether an adjustment or an increment of the current prevailing tariff should be the best way forward. PRC has not been effective since it was established. And I think the time is right for us to look at particularly reworking the legal framework around PRC. Because it has often, it has become a political tool, always doing the bidding of the government. But PRC has not held the balance, Israel has not held the balance between the quality of service Ghanaians are receiving and the demands of utility providers. They are always teetering towards the demands of utility providers to the disadvantage of Ghanaians. Ask yourself, Israel, as we sit here, what is the quality of service we are receiving, even from the Ghana Water Company and the Electricity Company of Ghana? What is the nature of the service we are receiving from them that you would sit in your office, your air-conditioned office, and write a statement? And Israel, if you do a textual analysis of the statement they release, compare that to the previous ones, they are the same.
Okay.
The same. Chasing our tails.
So Guta has a position on it, and we're going to get Guta to come in a bit. But let me throw this one in to make you feel even more terrible. The energy sector shortfall and debt repayment levy generated 8.81 billion cedis during the 2025 fiscal year.
So what happened to that money?
It does be.
So yes.
Have they, in that report, have they told us what that money was used for?
Yes, it indicated. So somewhere, so let me just go straight to it. So according to the report, 8.81 billion, the 8.81 billion cedis collected in 2025 was supplemented by a carryover balance of 1.26 billion from the previous period, bringing the total available in the energy sector support account to 10.07 billion cedis. Total expenditure from the account for the year amounted to 9.82 billion, allocated as follows: 6.32 billion cedis operational shortfalls linked to power generation and fuel supply, 3.52 billion cedis repayment of legacy debts, Act 1135. The account recorded a remaining balance of 252.23 million cedis as of December 31st December 2025. So that's what the money
is. Operational what?
Operational shortfalls.
That's 6.8. What were those shortfalls? This is where I would want a situation where you now itemize those shortfalls so that we see how you are tackling those shortfalls. Because you come next year and you tell us the same thing, shortfalls. What are the shortfalls?
But yes, you'd want to think that if we're raising so much money from, because this is also going to support whatever the costs of generating electricity and distribution and all of that. So then you'd expect that if this is this much is coming,
it's a lot of money.
We'll get some relief.
It's a lot of money.
So Israel, we are talking about the 1 CD levy they imposed on Ghanaians. So this is how much we raise within the space of 2025. So looking at even the way they are accounting for how they spend the money, this is dissatisfactory. Israel, we are not asking the tougher questions, because I think the time is right for Ghanaians to start thinking from a nationalistic perspective rather than this prism of partisan perspective, because we need to be asking the tougher questions. What are we getting from this? Look at the items they are outlining being the expenditure. We need to, I think they are
not even detailed.
That's the thing.
They're not detailed.
There's so much detail in there, but yes, we should also be able to ask for the details.
Israel, we don't need to ask. It's automatic. You've made X amount of money. A, B, C, D is how we account for it. We spend it here, we did this, so that we know where's the account. Then they'll come and tell you when, what do you call it, Auditor General or this, all will come out. Give it to us now.
So this is a report the Finance Minister presented to Parliament on Tuesday.
Yes.
It's possible, I don't know, it could be that the newspaper is the one reporting.
They not captured everything.
I mean, they probably haven't captured.
No, but Israel, the thing is that the finance minister presented the statement based on a legal framework that says that you must account to Ghanaians with regard to how much has been generated and how much has been expended. But Parliament should not only be the forum to be communicating this message. Put the statement out. Let Ghanaians also interact with the statement, because that is the basis of the whole conversation. Because why must we be asking, and even, Sina, you were talking about we asking the questions. Israel, the platform you've given us is an avenue to ask those questions. And we're asking the finance minister, publish the full document. Parliament should not only be the privileged class to be privy to such a material document. Because how much are they even contributing towards this 1 cedi levy? Are they more than the ordinary Ghanaian?
So Israel, please don't push it. I want to read something here. It says exchange rate fluctuations. This is for what duration? What duration does this cover? Is it 2025?
Their statement does not indicate that.
Okay, so this is Guta.
Yes.
Is this Guta?
This is a Guta statement.
These are Guta statements. But they are referencing the statement issued by
So they are saying exchange rate fluctuations. Let's look at the exchange rate fluctuations in 2025.
So the exchange rate, so if PRC is making reference to exchange rate fluctuations, then they're probably looking at the next quarter, which is from July.
Not the quarter that.
So they're anticipating
that there will be exchange rate fluctuations.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
High inflation. What's inflation today?
Inflation has begun. Producer price inflation has just gone up.
Yeah. Yes. By how much?
It's anticipated that
yes,
inflation too, headline inflation too.
To what figure
will follow?
You just don't say anticipated and throw it in the air. What figure? Anticipate the figure.
If we're to get the PRC statement, I suspect they may have all the details.
Fuel cost. Hasn't fuel started coming down?
True.
Huh? Generation mix. That is gas, all that kind of
thermal
and all that. So let them break it down. My good friend Buzasaga, chairman of PRC, break everything down for us. If you have broken it down, then let's see where we can get the document to read.
See, I mean, the inflation as at May stood at 3.7%.
3.7% compared to inflation in the previous times.
Exactly.
They should have Ghana for more.
Right. Quickly, I'm saying that PRC is the most insensitive organization I've seen, state institution I've seen. And if they are listening to us, they must set up, because they've not performed creditably to the satisfaction of Ghanaians. They are only there and they are doing the biddings of government, the political class, whose even utilities are being subsidized by ordinary Ghanaians. They must be sensitive to Ghanaians for once and stop throwing in some of these statements, which are rehearsed statements. I think they have a template there, and whenever they want to increase the tariff, then they just pull it and they change the date.
Inflation just rose from 3.4% in April to 3.7% in May, which is also minimal. So what are they talking about?
Let's get on to the phone lines. We have the president of Guta, Clement Boateng, joining us now. Good morning to you, Mr. Boateng. So we've seen your statements, and you're asking that the PRC hold on with you don't want them to go ahead to implement the tariff adjustments that they've announced effective July 1. Let's hear from you exactly why.
Yeah, good morning, Israel. Thank you for having me. It's been quite some time now since I met you.
Yes.
I hope everything is okay.
Yes, I'm well.
Yes, we thank God. Yes, Israel, I think we are all aware of the statements issued by PURC that effective 1st July, they are going to increase electricity by 3.49% and then 0.85% water.
For water.
Yes.
And if you look at the reasons that they have, assigned as the basis for their increment, we don't think it is tenable. We don't think it is justifiable, and that is the reason why we have, issued the statement.
All right. So why do you say they're untenable?
They are untenable because the reasons assigned, does not reflect, the true situation as currently persists.
All right.
Let's take it one by one. Let's talk about the exchange rate. Everybody will attest to the fact that we've had a stability of our currency as far as our currency fluctuation is concerned. It's just about between April and May that we saw a little depreciation of an average of 4.18%, which we think is insignificant and does not warrant any price increment as far as tariffs are concerned.
But the argument is they're projecting that for the next quarter we're likely to have those issues with the currency.
So let's wait and let it happen.
So the adjustments are all supposed to be anticipated. So if you anticipate that this is what it's going to look like for the next quarter, then you prepare accordingly.
Okay, so you are anticipating. You are anticipating, and then you want the Ghanaian to pay for this increment. What about if it doesn't happen? The money that you would have then collected, will you refund it back to Ghanaians? You will not. You will not. So let's wait and then see the performance of the currency. If it depreciates, more than the 4.18%, let's say if the currency depreciates maybe about 8%, 9%, 10%, then you have a justification of increment. But you don't say you anticipate that the currency will depreciate further, and so therefore you are coming out with an increment. What about if it doesn't happen and you had by then collected the money? What will you do? So it is not justifiable.
All right.
It is not justifiable.
You stated other reasons why you think it's also not justified.
Yes, inflation. Look at where inflation took us to. Inflation consistently has come down to a single digit. And between April and May, inflation stood at 3.4%. It's just May that it rose up slightly to 3.7%. Does this justify an increment? It doesn't justify. Wait and let's see, maybe if inflation goes up to maybe 5, 6, 7%. Then if we are increasing it, nobody will say anything about it. So if all this that they have said are projections or anticipations that things will rise, then I don't think they are being fair to Ghana. Even fuel has even gone down. In the second pricing window, fuel fell. Petrol fell by 9.3%.
And it's even getting better.
By 1.7%.
And it's even getting better now with the situation in the Strait of Hormuz being resolved.
Yes, it's even getting better. So always they just want to take Ghanaians for a ride and always come out with increment, and that has been the same reasons that they've been given. If you can check, you can go to their website and check. Anytime PRCU want to come out with an increment, these are the reasons that they've been assigned always.
To be fair to them, though, the issues that affect the cost of electricity are about the same. It's exchange rates, fluctuations, inflation, fuel costs, generation mix. These are the main reasons, and it's because of the structure of our economy.
You say it's because of the structure of?
The structure of our economy, because of the economy that we operate in, which is mainly import-driven, We are always having challenges because the crude oil, we're importing the crude oil. And the crude oil, whatever happens on the international markets would affect us when there are shocks. And when we also have issues with our currency, it will also affect us. So the exchange rate is that one main reason why the PRC would have to allow for some of these adjustments.
Yes, and so if you assign these reasons, and then we look at the prevailing conditions, and we think it justifies the increment, you can then go on and then increase it. But the situation that persists currently does not justify.
Yes.
Does not justify the reasons that you are basing your increment on.
I believe you have a point. So if PRC decides that, well, we're still going to go ahead despite your call, what are you going to do about it? Or it's just, as far as you're concerned, it's just a plea?
As a pressure group and as an advocacy group, this is what we can do.
All right.
It is left, to them whether they have to, heed to our call or go on for their implementation. Ghanaians will be the best people, to judge. We have done our part as a pressure group, as an association. If we think something is going to be implemented, which will not augur well for the Ghanaians, and we have come out to express our concerns about it. It is left with them, because this, when it is implemented, is also going to add to cost of production to our manufacturers, and our manufacturers will always remain uncompetitive in the sub-region.
All right.
This sometimes some years ago they came out with this increment, and then it affected some factories, and they had to relocate, close down factories, lay down off workers, and then relocate to other countries within the sub-region. So we have done our part. It is left to them whether to take it or go on to implement whatever they want to do.
All right, thank you very much, Clement Boateng, President of the Ghana Union of Trades Association. So yes, they are pleading with the PRC, but often, gentle, when this thing comes up, the PRC is unlikely to do much about it. If anything at all, we'll hear government come in and say, all right, the PRC has announced, but yeah, we're saying the government to decide that probably absorbing. So maybe because we made 8.81 billion in 2025 from the 1 CD levy, government may decide to come in and say it's okay.
I throw a challenge to PRC to give us the basis of their anticipation. Did they speak with the finance minister? Did they speak with the Bank of Ghana? Did they speak with all those institutions that manage the economic system? So they're trying to tell us that government is not effective enough to control the economy because these things are going to go up. Is that what they're telling us? They should give us the basis. Yes, they should give us the basis of that anticipation. You just don't throw out there that, we anticipate that the dollar is going to go up. Give us the basis and tell us who you spoke to. Is that what the governor of the Bank of Ghana told you? That, guys, we anticipate that this is going to go up because of 1, 2, 3. They should show us the figures. Tell us, show us the content so that we can, if for nothing at all, ride with you.
Yeah.
Ride with you. Now, the government would want to save itself, because they have the opposition also looking at them. They have the opposition also getting to them if the opposition feels that what PRC is doing is not right. Government will have to come in and do what? Shelter. But I hope government doesn't come in and shelter.
Okay.
They are an institution. They are a regulator. They should regulate. It's not always a question of increase. Where you find a shortfall, let Ghanaians know this is the shortfall, this is probably for this duration of time. They could even tell us that at the present moment, when you look at the economic situation, everything looks good. So for the July one, we would not increase for a certain part, for at least for a certain percentage. But as we go on, if things start getting worse, then we might have to come in with increases. You just don't blanketly say that, oh, because we anticipate that it's going up, we are going to increase 1st July. For me, I don't want government to come and, save them.
All right.
They're a regulator. They know their job. They should do their job by Ghanaians. Regulators are there to make sure that they control any excessive prices from those who give us services, just because the people want to be cushioned. But if you, the regulator, are looking at things and increasing where people will be commissioned,
okay, so I've just gone to the PRC website, and I'm going to give us, hopefully I can get some answers to the questions that you're asking. In the statement that they issued to support this or to announce the tariffs, and I would be, can production put this thing up? If you go to the PRC website and you see the 2026 third quarter tariff review decision for electricity and water. Let me just put this one out there. Let me give it to the team, and then I would share it with you here.
Whilst you are sharing the document with the team, I think PRC must be creative. In fact, I'm looking at a time where we'll have a creative PRC, because you see, when you look at the Apparent Act, it's supposed to be an independent institution.
Yes.
Because you look at Section 4.
Which is why they would announce the tariffs, and if government decides to absorb it,
that's so. And when you look at Section 3D, the functions of the PRC, they are supposed to protect the interests of consumers.
Yes.
But it appears now the interest of consumers has been sacrificed for the interests of utility providers.
The interests of consumers also would have to look at the viability of the utility company. So if the utility companies do not survive, then we wouldn't have electricity and water.
That's why they must be creative, because you see, in protecting the interests of both consumers and utility providers, you must ensure that the quality of service that the consumers are receiving matches the amount that they want consumers to pay. But it shouldn't be just increasing for increasing sake, but there must be a thought process, a well-reasoned process behind it.
Let's go through the thought process. So they're saying the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission wishes to inform consumers of electricity and water that existing tariffs have been reviewed upwards 3.49% and 0.85% for water, respectively, effective July 1, 2026. These adjustments have been carried out in line with the Commission's mandate to blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then they come to the quarterly reviews track and incorporate movements in key operational factors which are beyond the control of the utility service providers, but key in operating the services offered. These operational factors are the exchange rate between the Ghana cedi and the United States dollar, domestic inflation rate, electricity generation mix, and the cost of fuel, mainly natural gas to power the thermal plants. So these factors tend to be operational. They're there almost all the time. These quarterly adjustments are undertaken by the Commission to maintain the real value of the existing tariffs, which would enable the utility service providers to remain financially viable and to deliver on their services to consumers, while bearing in mind the impact of these tariffs on the well-being of consumers in general. Factors under consideration. The Commission is in its analysis considered the following: Ghana cedi US dollar exchange rate. Now, the Commission applied a weighted average Ghana cedi US dollar exchange rate of 11.2228 against the dollar for the third quarter of 2026, which is a period we're going into. This projected exchange rate is based on a 3-month actual interbank average Ghana cedi US dollar selling exchange rate for the period April 1, 2026 to June 19, 2026. This indicates a 0.2% depreciation of the Ghana cedi from the second quarter rates of 11 points. So they've looked at the second quarter rates against the first quarter, and then based on that, they're saying that, okay, it is an inflation rate. They bring in inflation rates. The Commission also applied a 3-month April 1 to June average inflation rate of 3.43% for the third quarter of 2026, indicating a downward review of 17.774 for the previous quarter's rate of 4.117. All right, so I've been doing, it looks like I've been doing some advocacy work for the PRC, but the PRC, they've been joined on the line by the PRC themselves, so they can get to take all the shots and whatever has been directed at them. Thank you very much, Dr. Shafiq Suleiman, Executive Secretary of the PRC. I've been doing quite a bit of the work for you this morning, but here you're on the line, and so we would want to hear from you what you make of what's the pushback that you're getting so far as a result of the tariff increases you've announced for the next quarter.
Yeah, thank you very much, Israel. It's been a while I've seen you on TV. Where have you been?
Yes, I've been away for a while, but I'm back.
Okay, good to have you back. I think we miss you a lot because we've been following you and we admire your work as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So generally, because of we've been doing either quarterly tariff reviews and anytime we do that, we look at some key macroeconomic indicators, and then we also look at some energy generation or power generation mix. So we look at macroeconomic indicators like inflation, generation mix. That's the hydrothermal generation mix. So we are looking at the hydro component of the power we use, and we also look at the cost of generation of power from the thermal plants we have.
All right.
And then we look at the cost of fuel. That's WACOG, basically weighted average cost of gas. That's the fuel that we use. But ordinarily, because we want to cushion consumers, we use only gas with the presumption that gas is enough to actually power all the thermal plants that we have in Ghana. But in reality, that's not the case.
All right. So yes, we've gone through gas. Yeah, we've gone through the factors that you use. But we look at the factors, and we can take them one after the other. We look at the factors, and it generally does not seem as though we agree with you as far as your projections are concerned. So let's take inflation. Yes, maybe inflation probably will be trending upwards, but that's inflation. Let's take crude. Let's even use crude oil. Oil.
If you use crude oil, you get it wrong.
Okay.
So let's take the inflation first. Inflation is trending downward. Inflation is doing well. The figure is trending downwards. You take exchange rate.
No, inflation is beginning to pick up. Is that not something you've picked up yourself?
No, what I mean is inflation is relatively low or is stable. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Yes. So the inflation figures we had last 2 years are much more better now. That's what I'm trying to say. So far better now.
Are you not anticipating that in the next quarter inflation is going to be picking up?
Oh, so generally the inflation figures we have, even around 10% and below, is fantastic for the Commission and for us.
All right.
Yes. So whatever figure we are having now is relatively good.
But you still cite inflation as one of those that you're looking at?
No, so they are constant parameters. They are parameters that we use to adjust the what we call the revenue requirement for the utilities.
Okay, so you're saying for inflation, it would be a positive for us, or inflation is not impacting it this time?
It's impacting it positively.
Okay, that's the point I'm making.
Yes.
Right.
Then exchange rate impacted it negatively, but then you take the hydrothermal mix.
the hydrothermal, the ratio between the total megawatts of power we have available into the grid, we look at the ratio relative to thermal energy or thermal power.
Yeah.
So we are seeing it around 79-20 ratio. So
I think
ratio. So
hydro being 20 and
20,
thermal being
yes.
79.
Yes, and thermal being 79.
Right.
So it means that hydro is akosombo and pom.
Yeah.
Those are constant. It means that we are moving away from cheap hydro,
more expensive thermal
energy.
Yeah.
And that's where some of the structural problems are. Thermal energy is expensive. So we use the weighted average cost of gas. We use gas as the fuel input for the thermal.
And are you anticipating that?
Using as the fuel input for the thermal, we've exhausted all the gas supply sources, including the gas volumes. And we are requiring to add liquid crude oil.
All right.
Or light crude oil, and HFO, that's heavy fuel oil, and DFO, distillate fuel oil.
Okay, so can you please hold on at this point? So are you suggesting that you're anticipating that gas is going to be more expensive in the next quarter? Crude oil is going to be more expensive in the next quarter?
So let me explain further.
Right.
So we have our gas sources that power the thermal plants in Ghana.
Yeah.
So we have gas coming from the Sankofa Jinyame plant offshore Ghana, handled by ENI, Vitol, and the other partners, GMPC.
Yeah.
We also have gas coming from the Jubilee partners, so handled by Talo and Estroco, GMPC, and their partners, sending that gas to Ghana Gas to process and power thermal plants in Abuaze.
All right.
Then we have gas coming from
West African Gas Pipeline.
West African Gas Pipeline.
Right.
So they bring the gas. We are supposed to pay for the commodity gas and also pay for the services of transporting the gas into Ghana.
All right.
And then we have gas. So basically, these are the main gas sources.
So the question is that gas going to be more expensive in the next quarter?
So all those gases I've talked about, we have long-term contracts on them. The prices are constant.
The prices are constant?
Yes.
So if the prices are constant, they shouldn't affect the tariff negatively?
No. So that's why I'm coming in.
All right.
So we have a formula we are using to calculate the weighted average cost of gas. So we take all the costs of the gas and their volumes. And in the last quarter, we saw a surge in the volume of gas coming from the Sankofa Jinyame field.
All right.
And that gas is a little bit expensive compared to, let's say, Jubilee field gas. So there was a relative surge in the weighted average cost of gas. But this quarter, we saw some balancing from Ghana Gas. We kind of try to net off some benefit of natural gas rockets from Ghana Gas against the cost of transportation. This quarter, we saw a surge or an increase in the liquids that Ghana Gas gets relative to the cost of transportation. So in totality, we saw a decrease in the weighted average cost of gas.
A decrease?
Yes.
Which means it should affect it positively.
It affected it positively.
Okay.
So, but for exchange rates, we saw an upward movement in the exchange rate relative to the.
Okay. So there are four factors that you're looking at, or four parameters. It's only the exchange rate.
Yes.
That affected the price, or is going to affect the price negatively.
Yes.
And yet that's...
So let me then explain the exchange rate for you in a bit.
All right.
So all the gas components that I've mentioned, all the contracts are signed in dollar-denominated terms. All the LCO, that's the liquid crude oil that we buy, from the international market to power some of the thermal plants are also dollar denominated. And all the HFO and the DFO we buy are also dollar denominated.
All right.
So whatever revenues that we collect from the consumer through ECG, if we are paying the cost of power, which accounts for almost power generation, which accounts for almost 70 to 80% of the final cost of power to the end user, we must convert most of those, almost 80% of those revenues to pay for it.
Yeah, all the parameters, all the crude oil, the gas, and all the other things.
The gas and all the contracts that we have with the IPP.
All right.
So basically, the exchange rate that is being quoted and the exchange rate that we do the conversion, we have to be a little bit conscious of the market dynamics and ensure that at all times, whatever revenues that are collected, we are able to get appropriate correlated exchange rate to pay for the cost of all the parameters that I've mentioned within the generation context.
Dr. Suleiman, from what you've just said, talking about the exchange rate and how we have to be conscious about it, it sounds to me as though you're saying that there's the Bank of Ghana exchange rate and what's the exchange rate you use in paying the IPPs. Is that what you're talking about?
So
there's essentially
there's Bank of Ghana exchange rate. That's the fundamental reference point.
Okay.
But then we have the transaction rate. You ask Bank of Ghana, they will explain to you that they have the transaction rate. So even we are not using the transaction rate in this scenarios. We are still using the Bank of Ghana
reference rate. Okay.
Yes, and we try to absorb the transaction cost within our own parameters.
All right.
Yes.
So again, you've looked at there are 4 factors. And but one of the 4 factors, the exchange rate is the only reason. So, but the others you're saying are affecting the price, the tariff positively. But
affected the tariff positively.
The exchange rate.
You've still not given me the opportunity to explain the hydrothermal mix and its implications to the tariff.
All right. You talked about the fact that we're having hydro of about 20% and thermal of about 79%. And so, yes, because thermal is way more expensive, that also impacts it. So,
fantastic. And that's in fact so we have some structural issues.
All right.
So continuously, we try to get hydro and thermal energy on because that's also more easy to use to meet demand, especially during peak.
All right.
And most of those plants that we call them spinning reserves or plants that are that can easily come on at the time you need them and at a faster rate so that you can use them to augment the demand, especially when it's peak time. For example, when Ghana was playing their match, from 8 p.m. it's heavy peak, and you need to sustain it for a long time. From 6 p.m. to almost 11 p.m., the demand for power surges all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And you must have plants that are ready and available that can easily come in anytime there's a surge in the demand beyond what you have forecasted. So those plants, the fastest way to turn them on is through the heavy fuel oil. And you must as well make provisions for them in terms of making the heavy fuel oils available at all times.
So you're making provision for them in the 3rd quarter because the World Cup is not going to go beyond July.
No. So I'm just giving you an example of some
how
of the
you have to let these ones to be on standby.
Still within the generation component that are outstanding.
All right.
There are just some of the issues that are outstanding that we must be conscious about. And if we want to maintain the stability and the reliability in the power, we must be thinking about making provisions to sustain them.
Okay. So I have.
So fundamentally, those structural issues, you as well try as much as possible to resolve them, and as we go on. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say.
So just by way of recapping, there are 4 factors, but you're saying 2 in this case are going to negatively impact or have negatively impacted the tariff. That's the thermal, the generation mix. So the generation mix and the exchange
hydrothermal mix, yes.
And then the exchange rate. So these 2 factors, even though the other 2 factors affected it positively, these other 2 factors, the thermal, the generation mix, and the exchange rate have impacted it, are impacting it negatively, which is why there's been an increase.
Eroded, so in effect, eroded the gains, eroded the benefit that we got from the the fuel that's WACOG, and then the inflation.
All right. Now I have lawyer Kwame Jantwa here. He's in the studio with us. He says he has a question for you, so please hold on and take his question.
Shafi, good morning.
Good morning, Senior.
I want to find out. We knew we were going to have an event like the World Cup, the events during the year that we know can impact on electricity. When did we start planning for this particular event? Because if you plan effectively, you are able to control your cost. So far as it is not planning immediate before the World Cup, we should have planned this probably last year and known exactly how we are going to make sure that electricity is available. You see, one of the major challenges that I find is the fact that we haven't been able to do exploration to production in 8 years. And because we haven't been able to do that, our gas supply is limited. Can you imagine if we had, and when you look
that doesn't sit with the peers.
Well, it's part and parcel of it, isn't it? It's gas we are looking for. And
yes,
they should be,
the gas is far cheaper than the LCU,
exactly,
and then
they should be able.
In fact, gas is the best.
They should be able to push government to do exploration.
Valid point, Dr. Suleiman.
They're regulator, and theirs is to comfort people, the Ghanaian.
Dr. Suleiman.
So if government isn't pushing, they should push government, and that is the challenge I find with a lot of regulators. As if they are scared to push government, as if they have to pander to government's wishes. No, you pander to the people's wishes.
Let's have him respond, Dr. Suleiman.
So I indicated last year that we've seen a complete surge or increment in the power demand because of the consultancy for the whole of last year. For instance, the base load demand for power in Ghana changed completely from around 2,500, 600 to almost 3,000, almost 1,000 megawatts or even more.
What accounted for that?
It's just demand. It's just demand. Because of constant reliability, we call something suppressed demand. The suppressed demand has been unraveled.
All right.
So we are, the plans are there, all right. We have the Energy Commission making provisions through an integrated master plan. But as I said, the surge in the demand for power from last year to date, incredible. But the system is ready. So we've taken care of some of them. Like the gas supply from ENI has been scaled up. We've also scaled up gas supply from NGAS. And then the Jubilee partners are also pushing. Senior Kwame has just nailed it on the wall. That for over 8 years there's not been any exploration activity to bring more upstream oil and gas production, and especially making the gas available for thermal power generation in Ghana. But unfortunately for us, through His Excellency the President and then the Minister of Energy, we've seen some investor interest in upstream, and we're also seeing downstream exploration activities that is going to take up very soon. So these are all mechanisms that are coming up to actually reduce our burden or our reliance on light crude oil and heavy fuels going into the future, and they are good for the sector. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Shafiq Suleiman, Executive Secretary, Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, and he's thrown a lot more light on it. So he's saying that there are 4 factors, and even though 2 of the factors impacted or will impact positively on the tariff, the other 2 factors, which is the generation mix and the exchange rate, are impacting negatively, which is why we're seeing the kind of increment.
No, but when you read their statement, did you get that message clearly?
I didn't get that.
What he's saying in the message is 2 different things.
No, but that's why I'm saying that they must be
different things.
You remember I said the PRC must be creative in the discharge of its responsibilities. We are not seeing it. Because if these 2 factors really positively impacted on the tariff increment, then we should be talking about reduction rather than increment.
So 2 impacted positively, 2
So what was what was the contribution of the 2 factors that impacted positively on the increment? What was their contribution? They must quantify it for us.
Vis-a-vis the percentage that they are using.
Exactly. He must quantify it. But you don't just issue a press statement on social media or in the media and expect Ghanaians to take it hook, line and sinker. No. They must be responsible to us.
So essentially you're expecting them to, get to explain things a lot better to us. No, they shouldn't just put it out in statements. And they must argue their case forcefully.
It's right. That's why I'm asking that. When you independently read their statement, did you get the message that he is communicating clearly to you?
I didn't get that.
Exactly. Many Ghanaians who had opportunity to read the statement will not get this opportunity, will not know what really contributed towards the increment. And again, as whether or not, as how much the 2 factors that contributed positively contributed into the percentage, the 0.85 for water and 3.49 for electricity. What was the contribution of those 2 positive parameters? And what was the contribution of those negative parameters? We must quantify it for us.
Israel, I think we've got to a point where when PURC are going to come out with these increased figures, they shouldn't just put a statement on their website or whatever. They should come into studio and try and explain it detail to the people. Okay. Because what Dr. Shafiq is saying and what is in the statement are different.
It's also possible I didn't get to the point. I didn't get to read to that point.
Israel, I'm also looking at the statement. It's on there. And we must point that out because the statement is too blunt. It tells you that, in fact,
it makes it look as if nothing has supported what you call it.
Not at all.
But other factors that were mentioned have supported the party.
It looks like we don't have a lot of time, but we can deal with the next topic, which has to do with the GPRTU. They are saying, and for me, and for them, their issue is with the Kaswa-Winneba Road. So they're saying that they want the road to be fixed, and that if the road is not fixed, they are introducing a 20% fare increase. So that's another thing that people are having to deal with. So electricity is going up, water is going up. For people on the Kaswa-Winneba stretch, you are going to pay 20% more for your by way of transport fares. Let me read a bit of their statement. It says, GPRT of TUC and commercial transport operators of Ghana fix Kaswa-Winneba Road now or face 20% fare increase. The Ghana Private Road Transport Union of TUC and commercial transport operators are alarmed by the extremely bad state of the Kaswa-Winneba Road. On 12 June 2026, during our demonstrations, we gave government a 2-week ultimatum to fix the Kaswa-Winneba Road. As of today, no meaningful work has been done on the ground. The road continues to cause vehicle damage, high fuel consumption, and long delays for drivers and passengers. A notice to the public, if no action is seen, we will increase transport fares by 20% on the Kaswa-Winneba route effective Monday, 29 June 2026, which is just next week, Monday. The adjustment is to cover the extra cost of fuel and maintenance from using alternative routes and the damage to vehicles. We appeal to government and the Ministry of Roads and Highways to act now. To commuters, we ask for your understanding as we take this step to protect our vehicles and livelihoods. So, well, GPRT is deciding that they're going to be proactive because they're having to feel the pinch quite a bit on that Kaswa-Winneba stretch. Do Do you use the route at all?
Yes, usually I stay on the Wager stretch.
Is it that bad?
Very bad, very bad. The place is more like a swimming pool, and that has been the pattern. And when you look at the sand that had gathered on the street, it makes access to the road very difficult.
So what's the issue? Is it that when it rains, you have maybe the water that's running downhill onto the streets, it comes with silt? And the silt settles on it.
No, and you see, the thing is that we need a major drainage system.
For that
particular spot. And what they constructed, in fact, they attempted to solve the problem, but what they constructed was a narrow drainage system, which is now choked.
Okay.
So when it rains, and because the whole enclave is more like a waterlock, and many people had also built to block the waterway, so there's no access for the water to gush out.
So are you suggesting some demolitions?
We must take, the thing is that, in fact, there are some companies sited along the street which need to be off or be taken. Yes, government must take them off. We must get rid of them to be able to construct a major drainage system. Because currently, as I stated, because house residents have blocked the waterway, there's a need to sacrifice some people and build a major waterway to allow the water to flow. Currently, it doesn't. So when it rains, you can't have access to the place, and now they have to dump people. Sometimes the drivers when they are in the middle of the road, they have to cross over to the other lane, the oncoming lane.
Okay, use the opposite lane.
Use the opposite lane to also block the flow of traffic. So it's a major problem. In fact, from the West Hills Mall to Titeku, that's a major problem. And imagine if nobody is able to have access to that road, it means that there will not be thoroughfare from Accra to Winneba and Cape Coast.
But they're saying they found alternate routes.
They have not done it.
I think the drivers themselves have.
Yes, the drivers, but those alternative routes are also not in a good situation. The thing is that our roads are deplorable, and I'm asking, so don't we have engineers over there? Look at your screen. It's deadly. But exactly, you can't. There's no way for you. This is a path. It's true. And that's why you cannot move easily. Sometimes you can wake up at 5 a.m. It will take you more than 1 hour before you can cross this lane.
So you're saying on this stretch, yes, the vehicles we see coming our way, sometimes they have to, when this side
look at where
gets choked.
Look at where the motor guys are. Yes. They climb.
So they go onto that side and go against
That's what they do. Because that's the only option. Because you can't be stuck in traffic. Particularly when you have an emergency to attend to. Israel. But I see the GPRTU statement as an indirect way of inviting the government to resolve the problem.
Yeah.
And it's always, this is more like a rehearsed note. Target the vulnerable to get to the strong. That shouldn't be the way. If you want the government to face your road, go for the government, go for the jugular. But
how do they go for the government? How can they go for the government in this case?
Israel, you can then stage demonstrations.
They've talked about the demonstration. They had the demonstration.
And if the government did not act on your demonstration, Israel, why are you targeting the innocent people who are paying for your services?
They feel if the government didn't get the message with their demonstration, they'll get the message when they increase them.
That's what I'm saying, Israel. It's a rehearsed thing. And aren't we tired of groups always threatening that will do this and do that? If you don't do this, if you don't do that, it's becoming one too many.
But then again, even if government wants to do something about it, they can't do anything about this major problem before Monday.
No. This issue will take almost close to 6 months of dedicated commitment to resolving this problem. Otherwise, it will be all fun, no job done. But this problem has been there, has been persistent, government in, government out. It's not a problem that this government, that is new or novel to this government. It's been there. Yeah. The previous administration were aware. And they didn't solve it because, you see, Israel, that's the problem with this country. When we are in the rainy season, some of these problems begin to emerge. But when we are out of it, nobody talks about it. We forget our problems. We will forget about our problems. But when the rains begin to set in, that is where we start thinking about the places, particularly even those who are living in slums, those living in waterways, who are built in waterways. They are happy when it's not raining, but when it rains, that's when they start blaming the government.
Kwame Jantua, do you have a solution that probably will be a quick fix?
It's the quick fixes that get us into trouble. The quick fixes that get us into trouble. It doesn't look as if in this country we plan. Look, manifestos are not documents for planning. They're not. We need to sit and plan our road system, devoid of politics. Because look, if you have good road system, it means your country is developing. Look at that. And do you know how much we are losing cost-wise, staying in traffic for those hours? Production-wise, staying in traffic for those hours?
The fact that we're actually sitting in traffic, the longer we sit in traffic means that it's costing us, we're having to import a lot more crude oil to sit in traffic.
Really?
So if we're able to get rid of that, or we're having to we get free-flowing traffic, it's going to cost us less, or we're not going to import as much.
Who is responsible for Ghana's spatial planning? Who is?
You have the spatial.
Who is responsible for Ghana's spatial plan? Who is responsible for public transportation? Who? And you're trying to tell me a country like Ghana today, we don't have a train system? A country like Ghana today, we do not have a train system? When in the 60s, we had a train system.
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic? In the 60s, we had a train system. And we sit and we are glad to import vehicles into the country. And political parties hate themselves. They're always quarreling. We did this, we did that, we did this. Can't we sit down and say, our transportation system affects everybody. Let's sit and see how we put a plan together to solve this once and for all. Do you know how much money we are spending in road construction? I don't understand how we think. I don't. Look at the traffic. And how long will it take you? You leave home 4 a.m. Why should you wake up 4 a.m. to leave home? Why? Why? If we had an effective transportation system, even trams alone, people park their cars. And now look, when it rains, we wait for the rainy season to come before we start screaming on top of the mountaintop. When the dry season comes, and we do gutters, we are still doing narrow gutters.
Very narrow.
What's the thinking? And is it politicians? You see, one of the major things that have broken in this country is what? Local government. Local government has totally broken down. So you get our AMAs, our KMAs, and all those people absolutely doing nothing because they themselves, they don't have the financial might to do some of the things they need to do.
Right.
Because we are playing politics with all these things. And if we continue to play politics with all these things, this is what happens. Look at the state of the road.
Let's get onto the phone lines. We have been joined by Ben Wahin. He's a member of the communications team with GPRTU. Good morning to you, Mr. Wahin. So we've seen your statement.
Good morning,
yes.
my good brother.
Yes, we've seen your statement and the ultimatum you're giving to government that you expect them to fix or do something about the situation. Otherwise, Monday you're increasing your transport fares on the route. Now, one of my panelists here believes that you're being unfair to the commuters by taking your frustrations to the commuters, because it's government you should be targeting and not the commuters.
Thank you very much. I'll first of all greet our audience, especially the transport organization, body, the drivers and the car owners as a whole. And I'll also greet our Greater Accra Regional Chairman, Dr. Lee Ankra,
all right,
and his subordinates,
all right,
for the good work that they are doing in Greater Accra. Just as he said, it's very true. Our roads, especially from Kaswa, Winneba, Mankesini, Keko, and Takwadi Road, is seriously giving us a notorious heavy congestion, potholes, and bottleneck, especially on the Katwa-Uniba stretch, which needs to be seriously addressed.
So yes, you have
came out.
Yeah.
When we came out with a demonstration that the government should do something about it, of which up to now nothing has been done. The road minister, that is Kwame Governor Agbodi, came out and said by June everything will be completed on the road. And even the government of the day, that is our Excellency John Mahama, also went and inspected the road. And he came out that he will do something about it by making sure they will make a maiden corridor way from Bujumbura to save way for drivers, traders, and commuters. But very unfortunately, nothing has been done. He gave us 3 to 4 weeks, of which nothing has been done. And as we are talking now, a lot of vehicles are having problems along the road. The road is so destroyed with potholes and bottlenecks that the need has to be arise. And if the government of the day is not trying to do something about it, then by all means, from Monday, 20% will be added to all the lorries.
Now, the promises that were made, you've indicated there were a number of promises made about the road. Was there any specific promise made regarding this Kaswa-Winneba stretch?
Please come again.
So, were there any specific promises made for the Kaswa-Winneba stretch? Because my understanding of the situation is there's a particular spot which gets flooded all the time, which is where the problem is. And we probably would need a major drain at that point and maybe some demolitions. Has any specific promise been made about that specific point?
Actually, just as I said, the government came out promise that they will make sure they create a major carriageway from Bujumbura Bay. And as we are speaking now, nothing has been done about it.
But if you
nothing has been done about it.
So you're giving government
calling for. Hello.
Yes, you're giving government up to. You're saying if nothing happens,
Monday, if nothing is being done on the road, we'll by all means up 20%.
Okay, so you want to see, what would you want to see done between now and Monday?
The government have to sorry to say, wake up and make sure what you promised is done.
You want to see some construction equipment going there. Is that it?
That is it.
Okay.
And then if it's not done, then by all means from Monday we will start charging the 20%.
But again, why?
Because already we demonstrated.
But
and the government.
So Ben,
are acting as if they not heard anything from us.
Okay, Ben, why are we making the commuters pay for their challenges?
Thank you. You know, when it happens like this, most of our vehicles get breakdown. And as we are speaking now, even you can confirm from the passengers, a car will be in the traffic. A journey that will take you about 1.5 hours. It can take you 4 hours. Of which, at the end of it, maybe you will get an engine problem, overheating. And when you go to Abu Dhabi, parts which are being sold just last year about 5,000 is being sold now about 30,000. So at the end of the day, you can see that all the money that you get, you have to send them back to Abu Dhabi.
To fixing your roads.
So there's nothing that will come out of your income.
Ben, have you explored another alternative to getting your voices heard. Maybe you're deciding to, withhold your services for maybe a day.
Is that we should hold ourselves just a day?
No, I'm saying, have you considered that you could also decide that probably you're going on strike, you're not going to work for just one day, to see if that would also help, instead of going to charge the people?
Actually, for economical problem, it will disturb the whole nation. And we don't want it that way. Because at the end of the day, the government is going to lose much money. And we, as transport operators, the same thing will affect us. And it will also affect commuters and traders who fly on the road.
All right.
So at the end of the day, we have to judge ourselves by adding something small to the fare. If the government of the day is not trying to hear our voice.
Okay.
That is what can help us all.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Ben. Ben Boahing is a member of the communications team with the GPRTU, and he's made it clear that, well, they're going to go ahead Monday if they don't see any signs. So, well, maybe government could decide to move some heavy construction equipment to the area, and then they'll see, something's going to be done, and so they can hold off.
But, Ben admitted that because they feel government is not acting on their promise, or the promise made to them, they want to...
but you because you're in the area, you probably would be aware. Has there been any specific promise regarding that particular bottle?
There has not. There hasn't been any promise. In fact, the last time I saw a construction activity in that area was in, I think, between 2024, 2025. So it was roughly in 2024.
So the promises he's making reference to is more about
exactly, because he was talking about Bujumbura going. So he's more talking about the major construction taking place. Because they are trying.
Because that is also a problem.
They are trying to dualize the road, but construction activities are ongoing. In those areas from Bujumbura, they have other small towns.
And I've heard a number of people have really complained about the way the contractor is going about it. You were hoping that the contractor would have left the portion of the road intact and not,
clear
I did not understand why they don't do it in phases.
Exactly.
Finish one phase, move the other. Finish one phase, move the other. Finish one phase, move the other.
Let the traffic flow.
To make it easier. To make it easier for everybody. It boggles my imagination.
But they took off
especially when that road is a very busy road. It's a connection between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire.
It's a major corridor road.
I don't understand it. And GPRTU, they said what? They are going to charge more.
Yeah, 20%.
To do what?
More.
And they think that will bring government on.
Yeah, they feel when they do that, when the commuters complain,
one of the reasons they're saying is destroying their cars.
Yes.
Destroying their vehicle. Park.
No, are they the only people with cars?
I said park. When you park and people can't go to work and people can't do this, it puts pressure. Yeah, that pressure is even easier than getting money from people.
That would affect the economy.
Affect what economy?
No, that would be a major message to the government.
That is more direct.
But Israel,
can you imagine? Can you imagine? You wake up in the morning at what? 3 o'clock, just to get to work, and then you get on the road by what? 4:30, then increase. That increase is given still will not get you to where you want to get to fast enough.
Even reduce the traffic. Israel, I don't know if you've heard of this. In fact, once upon a time, members of the governing National Democratic Congress told us the whole country is a construction site.
Yes, that's what the president said at the beginning of the year.
The whole country is a construction site.
Yes.
So my question is that
in reference to the major
roads that they are working on, but this is a major road. This is a major corridor road. This is a major corridor.
But there's construction on it, you said.
Not on that side, on the Bujumbura to Winneba, Cape Coast. That is where the construction is taking place. But this is the connecting point. If there is no easy flow of traffic,
you won't get.
How would you get there? How would you get there?
But that bit where we saw the vehicles, that bit is being constructed, isn't it?
Where? Which bit?
The bit where there was a lot of traffic on the road. That bit is being constructed.
No, there's
not that bit.
No, there's no construction on that side. You're talking about the SEC.
So this bit that they're talking about, the problem is with the floods that take over the road and the silting of the road. So it becomes like a bottom.
Israel, it boils down to planning. And as Powers rightly said, drainage.
Yes.
Drainage. One of the major challenges we have in Ghana where flooding is concerned is drainage. And drainage. Water will find its way.
Obviously.
Water will find its way. It doesn't bother whoever is standing there. It will find its way. And if we don't plan towards having effective drainage, when do these floods stop?
But there's a major thing. When we are anticipating that, or when we are inching towards the rainy season, doesn't it settle in the minds of our local authorities, officials, that they need to desilt?
We don't need to wait to the rainy season before we do that. Dry season, let's do that. Continuous.
Because even the certain
resources, logistics.
Oh, please. We buy 4x4. How many 4x4s have we bought this year? And anyway, the government said they were going to bring tolls back. What has happened? What has happened?
If the roads are not good enough, you don't want to toll.
Not even the roads are not. Even the ones we are not even enjoying it.
This is where sometimes sometimes one shouldn't play politics, but sometimes politicians put themselves in that line. We were told some time ago we have constructed whatever number of roads. Why are we facing this?
Where are the roads?
One final issue before we get to go. The Menchia South MP has been demanding, he's putting an RTI request on the Damang mine lease. You know, there was quite a bit of controversy about the fact that the mine had been handed over to the president, rather, engineers and planners and all that. But he's putting a request. And so for him, he says he's requested access to key documents and records related to Information Act 2019, and he's joined us on phone right now. Nana Ejebafo, you are a member of Parliament for Menchia South. Good morning to you. So, what's prompting?
Good morning,
yes, what's prompting this request?
The need for good morning to you and your cherished listeners, my brother. The need for the request has been necessitated by the need for transparency in terms of the transaction.
Do you think something untoward happened?
To begin with, we don't need to make sure, or there's no need for anything untoward to have happened to have necessitated this.
All right.
To begin with, the arrangement itself is of the kind which, if government was so minded to be transparent, it should be putting everything out there because of the nature of the transaction or the persons involved. And so the transparency shouldn't end with the claim to a tender, but it should go beyond it. And so government itself should have taken the bold initiative to ensure that, given the parties involved, I'm being as transparent as possible to make everybody know that I'm not overreaching the country Ghana. But it hasn't done so. Worse of it, the agreement is yet to come to Parliament for ratification. And even before it does, the ENP, Engineers and Planners, is mining gold at Daman and is selling it to Gold Board in the absence of the requisite ratification. That raises a lot of questions. And so you want to understand what is going on, right?
What specifically are you asking for?
In a nutshell, I'm asking for a lot of documents. The essence of the documentation is to establish the kind of due diligence that was done in the award of the lease. And two, following the award of the lease, or in the award of the lease, the amount of money that was negotiated to be the value of the lease. If you look at Azuma, which ENP had acquired
in the not distant past, prior to this one, they have paid an arm and a leg for Azuma. Azuma is a virgin resource.
Yeah.
And so if it is paying an arm and a leg for a virgin resource, how much is it paying for
an already running viable?
Exactly. We want to know how much Ghana is making from it, whether we are being shortchanged. We want to also know the terms of the payment, how much is being paid at what time, whether it is on flexible terms or whether it is being paid at a go. We want to understand it. The documentation we have requested for will inform us in terms of this information we need. And more importantly, because it was a going concern, we want to know whether in the value of the lease, it was informed by how much value it already existed in terms of the mine. And then we see that gold is being mined even before the ratification. Is it gold that had already been mined? Are there rocks that had already been excavated, ready for work to be done on them, and so on and so forth? That would inform us in terms of whether, in a nutshell, Ghana is getting value for money. And it's very important we state this. We are not against whoever is being given to, very respectfully. We are for local ownership. However, it should not be a disadvantage to the state called Ghana.
All right.
It's also important that that information is available so that it becomes the yardstick for measuring future transactions of that nature. Because, I just made reference to the Azuma situation. Azuma is a private ownership. And you want to understand where it involves government, how it treats it, whether or not the state is being shortchanged, so that going forward, there's a yardstick for measuring some of these transactions.
All right. Quickly, you put in this request to the Minerals Commission. Have you heard from them yet?
Not yet. We only did it on Friday or Monday.
All right.
And so we are waiting for the expiration of the 14 days period.
So, Nanaje Bapfo, you're also, you're an MP for Menchia South, and you're a spokesperson for the MPP caucus in Parliament on Legal and Constitutional Affairs. Now, I would want to believe that the minority would have a lot more influence, or it will be easier for you to access whatever it is you're looking for, being in Parliament than having to go the route of RTI.
In my humble view, from our assessment of the workings of Parliament, the RTI is better.
All right.
Because in Parliament, you can do so by asking questions, right, or filing a motion. If you ask the question must first be admitted by the Speaker. If it is not admitted by the Speaker, right, there isn't much you can do. Secondly, in Parliament, unless there is an inquiry, the documentation I'm asking for will not be available to me in Parliament.
Right.
Now, thirdly, if it's a motion, the motion itself must be accepted or admitted by the Speaker. Otherwise, it will not go through. And then even if the Speaker admits either the question or a motion, right, on the floor, your supplementary questions are regulated and they can be overruled by the Speaker. And if you've observed the happenings in Parliament, you appreciate that there are times when other people might want to ask supplementary questions and they may not catch the eye of the Speaker, right? And so it's too regulated for you to push through such a request. the RTI, unless it comes under the exception of the law, is more potent and effective because it's a statutory sanction which you cannot exempt yourself from, or anybody cannot.
All right.
And then in the worst case scenario, you can go to court for the court to compel the enforcement of the RTI Act. At that point, the court will only determine whether or not it comes under the exception, which from my reading of the law does not. And so the RTI in the circumstance is a very, very potent law for ensuring transparency and accountability, even for a member of parliament.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nanaje Bafo is the MP for Menchia South, and we wish you all the best in your RTI request. Yes.
You asked him a legitimate question, because I even wrote it here. Why didn't he use the Forum of Parliament, which and he's explained. So it's an issue of distrust. He doesn't trust the system. So he believes that the RTI route will be more efficient. But be that as it may, this is a legitimate step, one that must be applauded, because I have said from the beginning that if the processes leading to the awarding of the contract to, or the lease to EMP was one that is justifiable and due process was followed, the government should not have issues publishing the report. Because the one they published was a summary report. I stated that publish the entire report. Let Ghanaians have the full complement of the report. If you feel that, because the issue has nothing to do with the nationality of the person involved, but it has to do with the relationship of the person involved to the government. And if you tell me, because there was an incident where, not even an incident, the spokesperson, the government spokesperson said that during the meeting where cabinet was approving the agreement, the president excused or recused himself. I mean, this is laughable. It is laughable. All of you at cabinet
should have recused him.
No, yes, because you are appointees of the president. You are appointees of the president. Okay. So what are you telling us? This is more like a cantata story.
Quick thoughts on it,
If the individual wasn't an individual of the president's family, will all this happen?
Maybe not.
That's if we have doubts. Why not?
So for me, the best thing is to come out, let everybody see the ins and outs of it, and then let's move on. The company is capable. They have the wherewithal to do the work. And we should try as much as possible to put the politics out. What is it that we're trying to achieve in making sure that the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed? Is it trying to implicate the president? Is it trying to implicate others? What is the reason? But so far as Ghana is concerned, it is good for us to know exactly what is in there. And then we take it from there.
All right.
Simple.
Thank you very much. That'll be all for Newsflash. Lawyer Kwame Jantwa and Austin Bracco. We're taking a break here on Prime Morning. Newsflash was brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. We're taking a break. We're back in a bit.
Newsflash is brought to you by Franco.
Madam, I'm looking for Abena.
Abena, there's someone looking for you.
Madam, please, where's Abena?
Abena, yes, ma'am. Is this who you are looking for?
Madam, please get me Abena. Please.
Della Abena bra.
Oh, Abena. If it's not Abena rice, keep it in here.
Abena rice and Niji Nkwa. FDA, Ajayadi Nkratso Yatsumu.
Czech beats it away. It was a tricky corner kick, very close to the goalkeeper. Czech was taking no chances at all. Apia. And an opening here for Ghana, who score early on. Jan is on target. Picked out by his captain. African football is in delirium here. Jan's the man. Apia picked him out, and the Czech Republic, who have hardly touched the ball so far, were left standing. Great control here by Jan, who becomes the first Ghanaian player ever to score a goal at the World Cup finals.
This Ghana moment is brought to you by kind courtesy of Sporty Bet. Bet smarter, play Sporty Bet. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all. MTN, everywhere you go. Kivo, a taste of Ghana. Pepsodent, do the two.
Difficult bounce for the American defense to deal with. And Asamoah Gyan has scored! A wonderful volley!
The stadium is live! The fans are roaring and the excitement has officially kicked off. It's goal rush season at Compute Ghana. This World Cup season, the match isn't just on the pitch. It's happening right in your home. Build your home stadium with world-class cinematic TVs, powerful sound bars, and home theaters, high-power speakers, laptops, tablets, and projectors for the ultimate streaming. Compute Ghana is delivering unbeatable deals, not just discounts, but a chance to win 100-inch 4K smart TVs, mobile phones, laptops, and many more. Just purchase items 1,000 Ghana cedis and above, and automatically enter the raffle draw. Shop online at ComputeGhana.com. Call on 0302-752020. Go Rush season, the ultimate football experience, only at Compute Ghana.
Saying na nim say a brewe anya bre papa emayen enti na ready vitamin C effervescenter ekuta 1,000 mg vitamin C and 10 mg zinc abejaso no se wonoma e support your immune system yentie de amanfo worka
se wiem trainer na me fa ready vitamin C a e support immune system na bom ho by free code kata and
Esan say, me feel pan immunity. Me no ready vitamin C. Na upon me who by every year what be.
Fellow Ghanaians, I've come into your homes. As we all know, we are not in normal time. So let's encourage mom, dad, and grandparents to support their immune system with ready vitamin C with zinc.
I just see na hono. Ready vitamin C effervescent there. Esi training. Na esama wo honam eni toso. Se wo pedodo eto a, kwa yellow and orange pharmacy a ewo Kumasi Ameko. Any pharmacy shop a eben wo.
FDA ahwehwe sa ejade nkrato yi mu agye atum se eye.
It has gained in popularity. Certainly has gone here with Ghana progressing into this stage, but they've got an opportunity to be forward here now. Jan is on the right, he'll go for goal with a shot. What a start here! Kevin Prince Boateng for Ghana. It has gained in popularity. Certainly has gone here with Ghana progressing into this stage, but they've got an opportunity to be forward here now. Jan is on the right, he'll go for goal with a shot. What a start here! Kevin Prince Boateng for Ghana.
This Ghana moment is brought to you by kind courtesy of Sporty Bet. Bet smarter, play Sporty Bet. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all. MTN, everywhere you go. Kivo, a taste of Ghana. Pepsodent, do the two.
Okay. We are still enjoying how, the match went on Tuesday between the Black Stars and England. We are still really, really enjoying all of that. Regardless of it being a draw, is a big win for Ghana because we gave them a tough time, didn't we? So the World Cup continues. We are still going to bring you updates in relation to that right here on JoyPrime TV. So make sure that every single day you're watching us right here. Anyways, this is still Prime Morning. My name is Asiadua Akomia, and I've got a wonderful conversation for you. Now, anytime I sit with this amazing woman, I get super duper excited because she's one woman who is doing amazingly well, who is championing and pushing women farther and farther. She is 2022's best teacher. For Ghana. And since then, I think that was in 2023 that I interviewed you. Yes. And ever since then, she's been doing amazingly well. But prior to that, she was doing a lot in the education sector. And she's still championing it, most especially for women, young girls. I'm super duper excited to have her with me this morning. She's a host, and again, she is, 2022 best teacher for Ghana, and she's in the person. I was going to say some more. I was going to give her some more accolades, but let's slow it down. She's in the person of Stella Lavi. Good morning.
Good morning, Asiada.
How are you?
I'm super good.
Yeah, so she's here for International Women in Education Conference. Yeah. So I told you. She's busy championing education, when it comes to women.
Yeah.
You're doing so well, Stella.
I'm humbled.
Yeah, humbled. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
There were a number of times that when individuals get opportunities like this to be recognized, to be acknowledged and all of that, yes, they work for a short period, and then there are excuses here and there of not having enough fans, not getting enough support and all of that, and then it dies down. But then I believe that regardless, you've faced a lot of challenges and it hasn't influenced you backing down in any way. You're still pushing forward and making sure that women gain the necessary education that they need.
Yeah.
So you're doing so well.
We are trying. It's amazing because even this year's Women's Conference, we've not got any sponsorship.
Look at that.
Yeah. We've taken letters around, but we've not got anybody to support us.
But you're still going on with it.
Of course, we have to, because it's a mandate for us. It's a ministry, and ministry with or without money, you still have to do it. The good part is that for the Women's Conference, we try to partner with districts of education. So one district at a time to influence or to touch a lot of women. Right. And so this year we are partnering with the Adentan Education Directorate, and we've got support from them. So I think so far the only support we've got is from the Adentan District of Education, but not from any other organization. And of course, Joy, because you're giving us coverage.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
And you do every year, so we appreciate
every
that.
Year, exactly. Yes. So,
yes.
I mean, you have mentioned that you've distributed letters, to corporate bodies and all that, hoping that they come on board and support. What exactly do you believe is a challenge that they are facing that is stopping them from extending a helping hand or support in any way?
I love this question because most of the times what I'm asked is, what are we getting from it? Exactly. So we are sponsoring you. What are we getting from it?
What are they as a company?
Exactly.
The benefits as a company they will get from you.
Yes, from the meeting. Because if it's beauty pageants, they are getting something from it.
Oh yeah.
If it's soccer, they're getting something from it.
Right.
If it's about every music award, all the other things, they get things from it. But then they ask you, we are sponsoring you, what are we getting from it? Are we getting your people to, so if it's with the banks, what some of them ask is, are we going to get your women to sign on to our products? So they are looking for what they will get out of it. But what most of the organizations forget is that these women are going to pour into their children, and you cannot give what you don't have. I keep repeating this. And so if you don't support us to keep inspiring them, because we are looking at their well-being, beyond teach this way, do it this way, we are looking at their outlook. Because if the teacher is looking good, if the teacher is mentally sound, if the teacher is emotionally stable, then the teacher can give out his or her best.
That's true.
And so to the corporate bodies, they should always...
women to, sorry to catch you. Yeah. I mean, being women we already have, our different faces and characters that we switch to every single month and all of that, and having to deal with that personally, and then also work, family, friends, and a whole lot. So there's so much that we can give.
There's so much we can give.
Yes.
So they should come and support us.
They should.
They should.
Nothing should stop them. And like you said, they're going to pour into their children as well.
Yeah.
So how long has this been? How long have you been doing this?
So we've been doing this is the 6th year.
Okay.
And we run it twice every year. So we have the one in the district, and then we have the global one, which is virtual.
Okay.
So there are times that we do hybrid. There is in person, and then people across the globe, we get them to also join us online to speak and then to participate. So we have the in-person usually in June, and then the virtual in December.
Okay, so since we're in the month of June, we're going to do the in-person this month.
Tomorrow.
When is it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, 27th.
Oh, okay. Where is it happening?
It's going to be at the Edward Ekufuado Library. We are using their conference hall, and we are fortunate for them to sponsor us with the hall. And then their compound, their breakout rooms. So it's a beautiful space that we are going to host the women there. They should move away from their school, from the school structure, to a more cozy area. We are looking at where very soon we can host the conference at Kempiski.
Oh my.
All the spaces that the women will feel.
That wouldn't be bad.
Yes. We are looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And so we are having it at the Edward Ekufuado Public Library at Adenta Fafraha.
Okay.
Yes.
What should women expect from tomorrow? Women who will be attending.
You should expect a power-packed event, and there's going to be the breakout rooms where you get to meet amazing people in the education space doing wonderful things. So you're going to learn how to, if you're writing, so you're going to learn how to write and publish online.
Okay.
So we have somebody take them through that, and then we have somebody come and take them through Canva. So
Canva,
making your own designs and other things as a teacher in the classroom, and you can extend it to your business, because some of the women are in business. So designing your own things and posting them online, we're going to do that. And then we will have somebody Mrs. Mavis Leonard. She is into business, so teaching and profiting at the same time. What can you do beyond the teaching while you are given your 100% and not 30-70? Yeah, so she will also be there to take them through the breakout session. And then we have a whole lot of speakers coming in. We have Dr. Mrs. Telejani Boatin. She has been the keynote speaker for the past 6 years.
Okay.
And she's been to everywhere we move to. Outside Accra, she follows us. And we don't take her for granted at all. She's full of knowledge, full of grace, and she graces the event. So there's going to be the skill part session, and there's going to be the talking session. And so Women should expect nothing less but another level.
Oh, and that's the theme, actually.
Another level.
That's the theme. Another level is the theme for this year's International Women in Education Conference that is happening tomorrow. What's the time?
It's happening. We are starting at 9 a.m. 9 on the dot, so not Ghanaman time. 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yes. And that is the time that is starting, not Ghanaman time.
No Ghanaman time.
Stella Jumalabi, thank you so much for your time this morning. And let me give you, just a few seconds, to put out there. Let me give you an opportunity to call all and sundry corporate bodies, most especially, to come on board, looking at what will be done in the month of December and also next year.
Okay, thank you, Sidra. So, first, I want to say thank you to Joy, because the support, beyond being a teacher on Joy Learning, the support I've got from Joy has been amazing. Every year, they give me the time to talk about the event, and it's a means of promoting it, so thank you. And then to my Municipal Director of Education, Ms. Gifty Mosey, thank you for partnering with us this year and bringing the International Women Education Conference to your home. And so to whoever is listening to us this morning, we want to say thank you to your support, and we still want you to come in, support the women with water, with refreshment, support them with startup parks, things that they can do for their well-being, things that they can do to be sound in order to teach your children very well. And so thank you.
I mean, we're already battling with structures for schools and, so many other things that we are battling with. And it's only good. It is great that we come together, the little way that we can support these teachers who are sacrificing their everyday lives to make sure that your wards or your children have the best of education. Please, let's do our very best to support them in the best way that we can. Stella, thank you once again for your time this morning.
Thank you, Sidra.
And it's all about the International Women in Education Conference that is happening tomorrow at the Edward Akufo-Addo Library.
Yep.
Yes, and the time is 9 a.m. sharp. And so women, dear women, come together and you will be wonderfully and amazingly celebrated. Well, that's it for this particular conversation. We are turning around shortly when we come back. Well, some old girls of Infant Suman Senior High School are here, and they're here to talk about something amazing. So stay tuned for that. Don't go away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just see no come. Boss, today I'm finishing the report for sure. Trust me.
Don't let hunger slow your vim.
Take chalk your hunger, then go get some toe chop.
Chalk it with the great tasting Royal King cracker, made with butter and fortified wheat flour to keep you going with your burger level intact.
Hey,
Royal King cracker. Take chalk your hunger. This advert is FDA approved.
To get it in the box. Here's Mensah, this is positive. Williams, Kudus! Yes! Just like that. The Korean joy did not last for long. Kudus! Yes! Just like that.
The Korean joy did not last for long.
This Ghana moment is brought to you by kind courtesy of Sporty Bet. Bet smarter, play Sporty Bet. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all. MTN, everywhere you go. Kivo, a taste of Ghana. Pepsodent, do the two.
The world's biggest football festival is here, and Ghana is watching together. This June, the Ghana TV Consortium brings you the FIFA World Cup 2026 live and free to air on GTV, JoyPrime, GTV Sports Plus, Adum TV, Wezo TV, Metro TV, UTV, Original TV, Garden City TV, Obono TV, GH1 TV, Ago TV, Onya TV, TV3, Max TV, and Sporty TV. 3 host countries, 48 teams, 1 unforgettable tournament. Follow every moment of the Ghana Black Stars journey, every rivalry, every goal, and every celebration. Enjoy crystal clear high-definition broadcast with expert local analysis and the passion only Ghanaian broadcasters can deliver. From the opening whistle to the crowning of champions, your football home is right here. The FIFA World Cup 2026. One nation, one consortium. Ghana TV Consortium, bringing you the best of the World Cup. Brought to you by Sporty Bet, Star Oil, MTN, Pepsodent, Kivo, Polytech, Lavance Tomato Mix, and Heaven Insecticide Spray. The world's biggest football festival is here, and Ghana is watching together. This June, the Ghana TV Consortium brings you the FIFA World Cup 2026 live and free to air on GTV, JoyPrime, GTV Sports Plus, Adum TV, Wezo TV, Metro TV, UTV, Original TV, Garden City TV, Obono TV, GH1 TV, Ago TV, Onya TV, TV3, Max TV, and Sporty TV. 3 host countries, 48 teams, 1 unforgettable tournament. Follow every moment of the Ghana Black Stars journey, every rivalry, every goal, and every celebration. Enjoy crystal clear high-definition broadcast with expert local analysis and the passion only Ghanaian broadcasters can deliver. From the opening whistle to the crowning of champions, your football home is right here. The FIFA World Cup 2026. One nation, one consortium. Ghana TV Consortium, bringing you the best of the World Cup. Brought to you by Sporty Bet, Star Oil, MTN, Pepsodent, Kivo, Polytech, Lavance Tomato Mix, and Heaven Insecticide Spray.
Now that's hooked forward. Here's a chase for Gian. He's 1-on-2. It is Gian. He's in the area. He scores! Ghana are back in front. A goal of individual brilliance from Samoa Gian. He's the dance leader. He's the top goal scorer. He's their boy. He is their black star. Taking it on the chest, beating off Demerit, blasting it past Howard. Great goal from Gian for Ghana. They lead by 2-1 in the bid to reach the quarterfinals and create African history. That is a classic striker's goal.
This Ghana moment is brought to you by kind courtesy of Sporty Bet. Bet smarter, play Sporty Bet. Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all. MTN, everywhere you go. Kivo, a taste of Ghana. Pepsodent, do the two.
My senior high school are here. They're looking so good. And we're having a wonderful conversation off air. You know, we're just talking about the fact that, so in case you don't know, the men in my house are all our disco boys. And I was telling them, they're pretty annoying at home, by the way.
Oh, we love them.
And then one of my brothers was telling me that they're a disco old. In fact, my girls need them to pass. I don't know. I decided I'm a later, I'm gay man. Hey, a disco. Hey, a disco. We shall never lose. We shall always welcome. It is evident that I'm Fasuma girls and they are disco boys. My, oh my. So something incredible is about to happen and I'm excited. I'm super duper excited to have these beautiful women seated with me this morning. So we are going to get into it. There's a health walk that is about to happen. Yeah. And so I've got seated with me this morning Shirley Tony-Kum, who is the National Vice President of Fancy All Girls Association, Planning Committee Chair, Moga Health Walk. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Right. And seated next to her is Dr. Esther Annan, Member, Planning Committee, Moga Health Walk. Hi. Hi. And next to her is Nana Intoa Atakra Insia, Member, Planning Committee, Moga Health Walk.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You three look amazing.
Thank you. Thank
what
you.
Year?
I am 2001, and my year group happens to be the host of this year's speech and prize giving day in September. Yeah, Moga 2001.
How about you, Doc?
2008.
Okay, sweet. Yes, Nana.
I feel old. 1991.
My goodness.
We are co-hosting
the 2001.
SYG. So they are SYG.
Okay, yeah. Beautiful. So it's all about a health walk. Yeah. And this has been happening annually. Yes. So let's first get into what the reason is for the health walk and the reason that it's been a year, an annual affair.
Okay, so thank you so much for having me on your show. This is the second time we've been here. Last year we were in the same studio. Yes. Thank you, Joy, for giving us this opportunity. So the Moga National Health Walk is one of the key activities that every Mogan looks forward to on our annual activity calendar. We've been doing this for some time now, for years, but it's been repackaged to make sure that it's done across the same chapters, at the same chapters simultaneously all the year. So this time around, like last year, it's happening across all our chapters on 27th, this Saturday, 27 June 2006 at 6 a.m. For Accra, we'll be converging at the University of Ghana Stadium. We have the Kumasi, they are meeting at the KNUST Wellness Center.
Oh, so it's not just in Accra?
No. Then you have Koforidua, Takwa, Winneba, Cape Coast, UK,
You're
US.
painting everywhere purple.
Everywhere purple, yes. And this is actually the reloaded edition.
Okay.
Last year, people had fun and they wanted more. So this time we've upped our game.
Okay.
We've added exciting programs. So there are going to be some inter-houses quiz competition and amazing and fantastic prizes to be won. So after the walk, we come back, we do inter-houses competition, and it's going to be a blast.
Goodness.
The theme is actually like last year. Purple Steps, Healthy Hearts, One Moga.
Wow.
2.0. Yeah. And we've invited everyone.
So now, speaking about the theme, let's get into what it means to you. Purple Steps,
Yes.
Healthy Hearts.
Exactly, one Moga.
Yeah. What's the reason for this particular theme?
So in Ghana and elsewhere, when you see purple, it's infantiman old girls. Everywhere purple.
That's true, though.
Everything. I must tell you that this morning, yesterday, I grabbed the toothpaste at one of the outlets.
Okay.
And I saw purple whitening. I just picked that. What I used was actually purple. Purple is our identity, our color. So everything, there's a purple step. So the steps are actually going to be painted purple. Ooh. Then healthy hearts, promoting health and wellness amongst our community. That is the main aim of this health walk, to promote the wellness of our members. Then also one heart, talking about the unity that we are championing, one Moga spirit. And it's even beyond Moga. That's why we've invited other old school associations. Your school Gehe is coming on board. Infante Pim is coming on board. Adisco, Ebri Girls, St. Mary's, Accra, National, everyone coming on board. And I'll talk about the key personalities who are coming on board later.
Okay, all right. So, the flies were rolling behind you, and I saw, Abeku Santana pop up somewhere. So speaking about personalities, coming. Okay, so now let's get into the personalities that come here.
So we actually took our time to select the people who are coming. To interest you to know that Abeku Santana is actually Nananom. He's from Ghana National. Yes. He currently the Deputy CEO for Ghana Tourism Authority. Somebody we know his vibe and energy. If you meet an Infantiman girl, Infantiman is not a dull type. No. We exude vibrancy.
Energy.
The energy.
Speaking about exuding vibrancy, so when you enter there, I thought Doc would be very quiet.
Oh my gosh.
And then she started
and I was like,
hey, Doc, so we need that energy at the health walk. So Abeku Santana is coming. Professor Ebo Henson, Prof has been on a wellness journey. He speaks so much about it with so much pride. Prof used to have some kilos, but in terms of weight, and now he's slimmed down, promoting health and wellness. So he's coming, and we have our own Ohinwere Gifty Auntie, who is in Morgan and coming on board this time around, and a lot of personalities I can't mention on the show.
Yeah. Okay, now let me come to Doc and let's talk about preventive health care. This is one very important thing that you're doing, but why is it so important, to look into preventive health care?
There's an old saying that prevention is better than cure.
Okay.
And it's important to we, the women, even the more because we go about our daily activities and we make little or no time to take care of our own selves. It's the child and the husband. And we need to take care of ourselves. We need to get some time off the usual schedule, meet our friends, and then get to chit-chat with them, take our minds off the stress of life. By walking, you would be exercising the whole body. The arms are in motion, the legs are in motion. So whilst you're exercising, you're not just getting your heart to do the workout, you're getting your brain to do some rest, and then you should be fine. We are actually looking at having our men also come work with us, and that's why we were very specific about our men coming, the boys' schools. This June is the mental health month. And last month was Purple
Month.
Month. I'm saying it again.
Purple Month. Okay.
Purple Month. Mental health awareness month. So as you chit-chat, you are releasing some stress.
Yeah, beautiful. So definitely there's going to be some health screening that is going to take place after the walk. Well, what exactly are we looking at?
We are looking at our BMI. We are looking at blood sugar. We are looking at the BP checks. And then, as part of our screenings, with regards to the mental health aspect, we are inviting Anna Mosfina, who is a resource person, getting us the aspect of the mental health. And by extension, we are inviting members who may have children with special needs to come along with their children who have special needs.
Okay. Now let me come to Nana. What advice would you give to participants during the walk and after the walk?
Okay, before I get to that, in this reloaded edition, there's the Mogale corner. For me, that is my I love that.
Okay.
You know how women, we're going somewhere, oh, me, who's going to take care of my kids and all that. We have a corner for the Mogale.
Okay.
And we have great resource people who are going to take care of them. So you can go and walk and, you know, talk and have fun.
All-inclusive health walk.
It could be safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
But something else to look forward to. Are you looking for a man? A good man? Are you looking to change jobs?
Okay.
And do you have a product that you want to launch?
Exactly.
This is the exact place.
You meet the people, the right people.
You know, and she talked about it. As women, we stress too much.
We do.
So this is a time to come and loosen up, make new friends, and it's not just
the brass
us
band
women.
is coming. We have the brass band around. You have the DJ, and I think we'll do kakalika.
I was going to say this is the kakalika infused version.
You know.
And so please come. I'm not going to. Let me say that again. There will be health checks.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had time to do a few of these things.
Okay.
So I'm looking to check my BMI.
Okay.
Putting a little bit of weight.
Right.
But I walk like 5 miles
Even the
every
eye
day.
screening.
Yes.
We're checking sugar and a whole lot of stuff. So it's not just walking, you're checking stuff as well. Your kids will be safe. If you're single, come and mingle.
I can tell that the single part. And then to like,
I mean,
that's how at this point.
But seriously, we're networking, and we're looking at how to leverage as women, you know.
Yeah.
So please come.
And, and there is one bit that is so this health walk, we're going to do some small silver collection. This year's speech and prize giving day, it's all about impact. We're going back to the Salt Pond Government Hospital to give back to the hospital. This is our first point of call when we are not well, and currently our sisters are still enjoying that facility and services. So we're doing some donation of medical items to the government hospital in September. So we'll use this health walk to do some small little silver collection so that we can add up to whatever we have and give back to Salt Pond Government Hospital for taking care of us when our mommies and daddies were not available.
Yeah. That's so wonderful. So the health walk is happening on the 27th of June.
Yeah, for Accra.
For Accra.
Lego.
Yes, converging at the sports. That's the converging point.
Yeah, that's the converging point.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. Sharp.
Lego.
Sharp. And the theme is Purple Steps, Healthy Hearts, One Moga. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your time this morning. I'm not going to let you go away without you singing your song. You better give it to me.
Osune. Odumankume. Osune. Odumankume. Odumankume da pejane. Odumankume da pejane. Osune chinyabwa. Bobo Fatima Girls Secondary School fwe. Yeah. Bobo Fatima Girls Secondary School fwe. Yeah. One more time was a boy, was the self behind the day. Yeah, what I as a boy, as the self behind the day. Or Brandy Warabo Mo. Or Brampasu JoyPrime and Pa. Or Brandy Warabo, Yeriko, Benny Warabo, Yeriko, Benny Warabo, or Benny Warabo, Ufiti, or Dumankumo. Or Benny Warabo to you. Or Mansika was a teto baban for some more mania. Or Bray Ofiwara. Our Fusika was a teto baban for some more mania. Or Bray Ofiwara into Bilia Besuya. Ofiwara, Mazimbo, Ofiwara. Or Bray Ofiwara. Ofiwara. Or Bray Warabo, Unyateo. Or Breya.
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, that was, That was really good.
Thank you.
That was really good. And Fasma All Girls Association for you, ladies and gentlemen. And so it's a wrap on this conversation. Again, for those of you in Accra, 27th of June, Convergent Point is the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
Time is 6 a.m. sharp. Could do only say and it's a wrap. Stay tuned. We have so much more for you. Don't go away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See them around, no hide for the tights, gonna, we know the shake mana, wanna, we know the fear, wanna, they know the see, say we know be in for that, wanna, them all are informant, Kalika, if I the dance and the just manica, okay, we be caterpillar, you go see one day we go 10 to killer, Kalika, if I the dance and the just manica, okay, we be caterpillar, you go see one day we go 10 to killer, Shade, yeah, them, you do me like, say, Shade, yeah, them, you go do them like Kalika, we drop in the enters, nobody go to stop and from down to the line, go be banga wala. If you cry with my brother, go make you go here and shade, yeah, them, they could do me like
So you see the thing where they say that some people are great dancers when they are seated. Yeah, that's me. That's definitely me. Because when I'm seated, you can't beat me. But me, you know how pet. Anyways, everybody, hi. My name is Asiadua Akomia. This is JoyPrime Morning, and I'm here to bring you updates in relation to all the stories that are greatly trending on social media. That's what's trending. See, there are so many stories that are trending. My. Most especially after, the draw between Ghana and England. Their trends have been hot. And I'm excited to bring some your way this morning. Anyway, so my name is Asiadua Akomia, but I love to be called the Golden Girl. So you, my darlings, you can call me that. Let's get right into our trending stories for this morning. Nana Kwekubun is trending on social media. Yeah. So, prior to the match between Ghana and England, there was this level of anxiety that a lot of Ghanaians were having, because you would hear names like Jude Bellingham, like Saka, Aish, Harry Kane. Just say, I am Shishiankwa. So a number of Ghanaians were pretty scared about the outcome of the match between Ghana and England. But, we took them by surprise. Yeah, we did. Anyways, that's not the focus. And Nana Kwekubun is currently trending on social media because prior to the match, he said that OJBB was soon, so I was some kind of training, some kind of buffer because, we've got English-speaking countries, like other African countries who watch us. So OJBB was soon we are so, or because a hurricane. Yeah. Into the hurricane into Nyambo. That's why he couldn't play too well during the match. You know what at this point? Let's take a look.
About spiritual way. I'm the most powerful spiritualist in the world. You know what we want some. We see Harry Kane. I tie him. Now I'm going to release Harry Kane so that next match with their next match with the opponent he can score. I tie him with this one. Harry Kane, I'm losing you so that don't be offended with me. We are friends. We understand Harry Kane. Hey, I lose this one, and then I lose this one too, Harry Kane. So that next match you can score. You understand? Hey, I lose this one too. So next match you can score them. I came here too.
Yeah. So that was international traditional priest Nana Kweku Bunsam. And he said that he had tied Harry Kane. So now the Ghana match with England is over. So he's untying him for him to do better in their next match. Let's hop on social media and let's see how people reacted to this. So IML says, Bonsam, please start working on that referee for our second match. Lawson says, if Juju really works in soccer, I repeat, no country will ever beat India. Favor says, Mekuna leave him now. Too Clean says, I think he is delusional to believe it was his supposed curse that made Harry Kane not to score against Ghana. Kane just had a bad day. The series says, I feel this is just mere coincidence, a bad day for Kane. Solomon Achibong is saying, you held Harry Kane's legs from scoring, but your Ghanaian brothers failed to score. Did you mistakenly tie their legs? Culture Goals Media says, this is bringing bad name to Ghana. Stop posting it. Go on IG and see what they are. Okay. Right, so I don't know how you feel about this. I don't know exactly what you have to share, but hop on our social media platforms and share your thoughts. Moving away from that and still talking about Ghana, well, a British-born Ghanaian is currently trending on social media because he's in the grips of the police in London for child sexual assault. So he's Ghanaian. He used to be a pilot with British Airways. And he's been jailed for 8 years for sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl. Let's go on social media. Let's read some comments. What do we have? So Dr. Siajewa is saying that as a pilot, he couldn't find a match to date. And Madonna upon replied was so disappointed. Olale Khan is saying sad. And then Stephen says, wow. Yeah, it's sad. It's a very sad one. Helen Godshield says, Stephen Ado Cranting says, wow. Madame Maggie says, Asamaba. Ohima Linda says, oh, Erade. All right, so that's a rather unfortunate story. Rather unfortunate, but some of you men, you can do better. They are same crania. Anyways, let's move away from that. Let's go to the next trending story. And we definitely have to talk about Jet Spence's attitude on the field, on the pitch before the match between Ghana and England. What was that about? So Spence is one of the players who played for England. And whilst, exchanging handshakes with each other between Ghana and England, he was the only person who did not shake hands with our very own Thomas Partey. And it got people angry, most especially Ghanaians, on social media. So you will see it in a bit. I don't know if you spotted it. Okay. But yeah, that was it. It's very sad. You know what? Let's go on social media. Let's see. Nana Mariam says, guys, this is first ever 1 million views post. All thanks to us. Akosia says, then why you were Pantine said, yeah, ofefe prekesemu. Hey, where do you wash it? Oh, ready. Mommy's only says you play for Tottenham and you get pride. Marcus Gabby says, bro, acting like he ain't read the comments. Oh yeah, he's read them. Mr. CEO says, in your entire career, have you ever played fully 90 minutes before? Lion says, man, I didn't see you touch the ball, Seth. You should be coming down. God is King says, wash. Miss New Love says, did you touch the same ball Patty touched? Rod Wave is saying, yeah, I'm reporting the account too. Anyways, yeah, there are so many reactions to it. So this one says, now we know you thanks to Patty, the GOAT. Okay. It's very interesting how people are reacting to, to this, but no matter what you do, no matter what happens, in relation to whether it's because of what was happening surrounding Thomas Partey, until proven guilty, we cannot decide or we cannot judge. Okay, so let's be very mindful of these sort of attitudes. But Ghanaians are still roasting him. So yeah, they're still roasting him. Anyways, that's it for the trending stories. That's it for the trending stories. But I definitely have to celebrate all of you who are celebrating your birthday. So I need to grab my phone, and it's here, so we can get the birthday list and celebrate all of you. So it's right here. Let's get right into it. Happy birthday to Mr. Joseph Logosu from the sound department here at... Oh. Okay, so... Mr. Joseph Logosu from the sound department here at Multimedia Group Limited. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. All right, it's also the birthday of our sweetheart here at Multimedia, MFA Akosia Adeti. MFA, it's your birthday today. Have a blissful one. God bless you immensely. This is from every single one of us here at Multimedia. We wish you all the best of everything. God bless you. Moving on to the next. Happy birthday to Mr. Emmanuel Edusei. The Lord richly bless you, and we pray for many more years of health and prosperity for you. This is from Zach and the family. So happy birthday to all of you who are celebrating your birthdays. And that's it for What's Trending. And we're also done with Prime Morning for this morning. My name is Asia Dua Akomia. I didn't do this alone. Israelaya was here with me. Tomorrow is Friday. It's going to be a very relaxing and entertaining edition of Prime Morning. So make sure that you are glued to your TV sets by 6 a.m. Do enjoy the rest of our shows right here on JoyPrime TV. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Easy. yeah. Yeah, them. You do me like say, shag, yeah. Yeah, them. You go do them like